It's all looking good at the track, really.
Well, it's lovely to see you and wish you well with Queen Dusty. Thanks for talking to us, Tony.
Thanks, Dave. Thank you.
Oh, it's so great to see Tony. I haven't seen him since the days that I stood up at Sittingbourne, as it were. And yeah, what a great man Tony is. And it's good to see him do an interview. It's fantastic. We've got some VTs to look at here. This is a fantastic RGOA Kennel Sweepstakes final. Let's look at all the heats that got them to the final. Starting off with Moo Moo, who today runs in Trap 5 and in the heat ran from Trap 4.
Yep, she was from Trap 4. Say she'd up until 2 runs, she'd got a double upgrade, so she had won an A8 comfortably at 24.37 and got a double upgrade to A6. She got beaten neck, and then she went into this competition from Trap 4. Trap 6 Headford Rachel took the lead on this race, but Moo Moo runs on strong. Say doesn't need to lead and runs on strong and gets up to winning a 24.74. And Young Velvet in Trap 5 qualifies in second.
We're going to look at the parade, and after the parade we'll go back and revisit the other 2 heats. There's been a great deal on Twitter re-Stradine Racing, so good luck to them. Incredibly enthusiastic, and well, it's going to be great to see how their greyhound goes on this evening. Stradine Azzurro. There's a 6 dog going through. Young Velvet, she's a 3-to-1 chance. Well, let's have a look at Kingdom Bridge, and he's running from Trap 1 tonight. He ran from Trap 2 in the heats.
Yep, it's got off to a decent enough start, a 3.91 sectional. Say 3 paced up well at Dashing Dino, but just got to squeeze around that first bend, and Kingdom Bridge got himself around the first bend in front. Went on to win by 1 length to Stradine Uzo, who's in Trap 1. Let's say got the 1 box today. September 22 was the last time he's in Trap 1. It's the only time he's ever been in Trap 1. He finished second on that occasion, so he's regularly in the 2 box.
And finally, let's have a look at Lakeview Night. Paul Young's greyhound was having 111th race he was, and he won for the 21st time.
Yeah, say from Trap 1, got off to a decent enough start, clocking a 3.91 sectional. But Trap 4, Tommy's Duchess showed nice early pace for Jean Lyles, going around the first 2 bends. But Dogstown Josie for John Simpson was running on strong and gets up for that second qualifying spot. But Lakeview Night went on to win by 1.5 lengths, clocking his fastest recent time, 24.41. I'd say 5 years old now, he's August 18, 21 wins from 111 starts. Obviously, this A6 grade, Trap 1, Kingdom Bridge, has got 4 wins from 9 out in A6 grade. Stradine Uzo's 0 from 1. Dogstown Josie, 1 from 6. Lakeview Night, 2 from 18. Moo Moo is 1 from 2. And Young Velvet, obviously, is yet to win from 3 starts. So, September 21 had her 3 starts in A6. Moo Moo obviously is on the upgrade, improving. She's gone from A9 to A6 in the matter of 5 or 6 races. Improving as well. She's got a 24.35 clock. It's her fastest time. But I am going to side with Kingdom Bridge in Trap 1. So I thought it was a good run on the inside. There's not a lot of cracking early pace in this race. They tend to all have similar styles, and I just thought Kingdom Bridge on that inside. I thought it was a good run in the heat, and using Trap 1 to his advantage, hopefully he can tuck himself around the first bend in front. So Kingdom Bridge for me.
I love these initiatives. I love the fact that they get their chance in the limelight. These A6 greyhounds, this is a kennel sweepstake. They deservedly, these are the greyhounds that do all the hard work. They are our heroes and heroines, and good luck to one and all here. Bernie Doyle trains 1, David Mullins, John Simpson, Paul Young's got 2 in the race, and Maxine Locke. And well done to all the owners. I bet they're really excited for this kennel sweepstake final.
Yeah,
it means so much.
It does. Say a lot of low-graded dogs don't tend to win trophies and have that opportunity to be able to get out on the podium and win a little final. So it's nice that they do the kennel sweepstakes and the owners bonus things for dogs that are lower down the grade. A chance for their owners to win a trophy and be there and be part of a little final, a heats and final, because it means so much to them. Like I say, not very often that people get to have Cat 1 finalists. You know, like you find obviously, unfortunately, there is the same kind of people that tend to be in the final. So you get them little owners that are unseen and nobody ever really hears about them. Some have been in the dog game for so long. Yeah. So that's what keeps these people. You've got to celebrate these dogs as well as the top
big
grade.
Time. I still covet my graded trophies. that I have from my grounds that I had at Canterbury and at Sittingbourne and indeed at Romford. And it's so important for the graders to get the trophies. And yeah, they're going in. My mother recently passed. It was brilliant going through all her photo hall. There's me at presentations receiving trophies for the dogs I'd owned. She kept. Brilliant. There you go. They are all in the traps. Let's go to Miki.
RGOA Kennel sweepstake final. Good luck with your bets here. Good luck to connections. It's up and away. 3 and 4 bump out the boxes. 3 though. Dogstown Josie going to go round in front. 4 looking for the rail. There's trouble in behind them. 3 goes clear. Dogstown Josie. 6 in second. Young Velvet. Back in third is 1. Kingdom Bridge. But 3. Dogstown Josie out in front here for John Simpson. 6 in behind Young Velvet. But it's 3. Dogstown Josie is going to score in the Kennel sweepstake final. 6 second. That was Young Velvet. Stradina's Euro got up for third. Trouble at the bend.
Well done to the Where Do We Find Them Syndicate. Let's watch it again. If anyone is part of the Where Do We Find Them Syndicate, email in and tell us the derivation of the name of this. Dogstown Josie, well done to you.
Yeah, say even at the boxes, just a little skew whiff out of the boxes there, but once she straightened up, she showed really good early pace up the first bend. I'd say very rare does she actually lead. She's got a little bit of early pace, but regularly in the 4 sectionals, the 394, and has to do things the hard way, coming from behind. Young Velvet, I thought was one to watch out for, just having her third start. She had 1 race at Lifford before coming over, so 4 races of her career, so still very unexposed and still learning. One to watch out for. I think she'll be winning an A6 soon enough. But yeah, well done to Dogstown Josie. Where Do We Find Them? And John Simpson.
I mean, Miki's just sent me a message. 2418. They've certainly found one there.
Yeah.
Where do we find them? 2418. That was a very good time. Well done, one and all. That's a great little run. The 803 at Oxford next. We're going for the Oxford Stadium Standard. Let's have a look at a Matty Richards greyhound in confidentiality. And we can watch him winning at Oxford. This is back on the 11th of September.
Yeah, from the 2 box, obviously goes from the 3 box today. And say breaks okay, a 404 sectional, but turns himself in a decent enough position going round the first 2 bends. But once he straightens up, he really powers down the back straight, and he goes on to win by 1.5 lengths to Salt Hill Kane, who was in trap 5 running on strong. Algerborough Mays was in trap 4, who was the leader. But it was a good performance of 27.23. He then went into an A1, that was A1. He then went back into an A1 again and clocked his fastest time, broke really well. But got beaten a 26.94, so clocking his fastest time, but finished second. So sometimes you might do your fastest time, but when you're up against the likes of Ali Dog and Gemma, who's then gone even faster, it takes that away. So although it was a second, it was a very good run. It was in a no race after that, but I'm going to be with a trap 2, Ballymac Zila. For Angie Kibble, coming here from Swindon. She did win a race here on the 4th of August, clocking a 27.09. It's got some really good early pace, nice early pace at Swindon, but she got picked up last time, but beat ahead in A1 grade. But I just thought she's very versatile. She's got some really nice early pace, and I think that she could lead these to the first bend. So trap 2, Ballymac Zila for me.
She can shift, and her times at Swindon are superior to Aberline in the 1 box, as we can see. Aberline is an A3 Swindon dog that does about the 28.90s, where Ballymac Zila flies round in 28.36 and 28.64. So she can shift. The 5 dogs with Tanya sort of put a little tick by her. I don't know whether that's subconsciously because of the name, but that's a greyhound there. I don't think it was too bad a run behind Seleucus Blake last time. Seleucus Blake at Hello, if I remember rightly, was very short for that race, and 27.81. The resultant time wasn't bad at all. Coppice Josie is becoming very popular. We've already seen 2 winners this evening for Kevin Hutton in Headford Harry and Droopy's Creative. And Coppice Josie, did a good trial, 15.0, not a trial, in an open race sprint, did a 15.06. Yeah, that's going to come out the boxes as well. And was only 6-1 against Crafty Chavoo in an Emperor Stakes heat or trial stakes. That was a good run as well. An 11-10 favourite in a sprint at Perry Bar. Yeah, so there's some support coming in for Coppice Josie.
Yeah, she's got some nice early pace, say regular in the 390s and then the 380s as well, Coppice Josie. But obviously drawn quite a way out in the 4 box. I just thought Trap 2, Ballymac Zila was slightly better drawn in there. And as you said about Swift Tanya, it has clocked the fastest time, the 27.08, when winning an A1 here back on the 18th of July, beating Go Rosie Go. So again, got some nice early pace, but just to find a little bit hit and miss sometimes, but has got the pace to do it when she does it right. I've also got an email. Hi Tanya and Donna, great show as usual. My nap tonight is Romeo Cypher in the Puppy Cup final. Let's hope Dave Mullins takes it 4 years on the trot. Our dog Bowles Legacy, who made the Puppy Cup final last year, hopefully returning in the next few weeks, as he's been off with a fractured hock, which he got in the Derby first round. And that's cheers from Paul Tatum. Well, good luck with Bowles Legacy. I think he was actually a notebook dog of mine when he first started his career at Romford. I'm sure I wrote him up as a notebook many times ago. But yeah, good luck. And say Dave's got a good hand and a chance going with 4 on the trot.
Yes, a very vibrant market set of prices there with Savannah Ferguson. Let's give that a name check for Rosie Tungat, who's won 4 of 16 races and has got a 27.15 on the card, finishing second to Swithin's TJ. As these grounds are poised to go in the traps. Look at the trap challenge there. Trap 2 was, remember though, the 5-4 favourite in the trap challenge. 3 though is given a good old challenge with 3 wins. 4 and 6 have 2 wins, and the 1 has 1 win, and the 5 has yet to score.
Yeah, I've got a. Oh no, they're going in.
They're going in
for another email. But yeah.
That's it. The last one is in. Time to go to Steve Graham at Oxford.
Once again, Coco waves the flag and the hare's on the move. So here we go then with race number 7, arguably the most open of the evening so far. 2-1, Ballymac Zila and Coppice Josie. The bunny's on the move then. Angie Kibble in 2, Coppice Josie for Kev Hart, and Kev's in good form with his grounds tonight, and away we go. Well, Ballymac Zila broke nicely on the inside. Here comes Josie, 6 on the wide outside of Savannah Ferguson, but it will be Ballymac Zila who should kick on here with 4 and 6. Well, they come off the second bend here, but it's 4, Coppice Josie who's now kicked on, left Ballymac Zila for dead. 6, Savannah Ferguson as well there. 5's trying to stay on Swift Tanya as they go on the penultimate bend. It's Coppice Josie for another winner for Kev Hart, and still holding on with Savannah Ferguson. Here comes 2 and 5, they go towards the line. Coppice Josie and Kev Hart does it again. 6 seconds, Savannah Ferguson tied third, 2 and 5, Coppice Josie.
Yeah, Kev does it again. Let's have a look at the replay. Kevin Hutton then with Coppice Josie, who was not missed in the market, well supported, and didn't immediately come out of the traps well, but ran well up the run-up.
Yeah, I'd say it was a really good start. We said about that she's been sprinting and she's had some really good early pace, run up against obviously Crafty Chavoo as well, and Headford Hero last time out. But Ballymac Zila did break and led round them first 2 bends, but Coppice Josie was just way too strong for Ballymac Zila, and she just powered down that back straight. Savannah Ferguson for Rosie Tungat, I thought run very well in defeat, didn't go away and was on Coppice Josie's tail for the whole of the race, so one to watch out for next time for Savannah Ferguson. But well done to Coppice Josie and Kevin Hutton's 3rd winner of the night.
Oh dear, he's absolutely flying. There you go, 4, 6 and 2. Now, it is time for us to go for a break. When you rejoin us, it's the Quicksilver final. But before that, though, we'll hear from Clarkin. For now, though, we go for a break.
The final stone of these championships.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary.
That's not bad at all.
We believe every sport should be epic.
Berlin.
So whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
And here's today's favourite, number 4, First to Feel Rain. And you can see why, Gina.
He hasn't got the most attractive head, but he has an impressive turn of foot for his size.
He must be 20 hands at least.
Just loves the big occasion.
Featurette stud, Gina?
Not sure, Matt. Unlikely to be wanted for breeding. Worthy favourite, Matt?
Definitely the favourite, Gina.
Even the Irish will back this English banker.
Don't feel like a punter, feel like a favourite with great offers on the Paddy Power app.
Want betting on the horses to be anything but flat? With an app that impresses every time out. You're on. Want to watch live streaming of races in the UK, Ireland and around the globe? And get a chance to win even bigger with 3 Uniboosts every day on any horses you want. Unibet. You're on.
Hey, I'm Gary Ashburn, and I've been working in the world of collectibles and memorabilia for over 30 years. I'd love you to join me every Sunday night at 10 p.m. for Collectibles Guru, where we showcase awesome items from the worlds of sport, music, TV and film. You'll hear the stories behind the genuine signatures and get a front row seat into the world of sport and showbiz. So tune in every Sunday night at 10 p.m, only here on Sporty Stuff TV.
Well, 8:54 here at Romford is our feature race tonight, the £10,000 Coral Romford Puppy Cup, and the favourite is Angela Harrison's Cullivanny Shadow. Ian Sutherland joins us. Ian, we're friends on Facebook, and I see at 11 a.m, the last 3 Fridays, a little post from yourself. Off we go to Romford, some journey. How long does it take to come down?
It's took a wee bit longer today. It's probably took about nearly 8 hours because we got caught up on a bit of an accident on the M11, but you know, the bitch travels well, so you know, we're just glad to be here.
Well, that was going to be my next question. They're all youngsters, but you've certainly come from most furthest afar, and she must travel well, given how well she's performed in this competition.
Yeah, you say she lets a little natter out now and again, but nothing to worry about. And as you say, she's been perfect the last 3 weeks, so you know, just hopefully we get a bit of luck tonight and she does the business.
Now, you're a kennel that have had successful raids down to Romford here in the past. How good is Cullivanny Mercy?
Yeah, I think she's a really good bitch. You know, she just took a little bit of time to come to hand. We know we always knew she was a good bitch, but she just took a little bit of time putting it together. But they said the ability was always there. But they say the last couple of weeks here, she's really shown what she can do. And like you say, I think there's plenty more to come with her.
The obvious question, Ian, is the draw. She's done it ever so well out of 4, 3, 5, and now you're asking her to do it from 2.
Yeah, as I say, it's not the best draw in the world, but you know, depends how she traps. If she traps on level terms, I think she'll have too much space, and she'll probably get the bend, and I think hopefully she'll be away. But as you say, there's 6 pups in the race. Anything can happen. It's Romford, but you know, the bitch is really well, and we're expecting a big run off her.
Now, you're not alone here tonight. Mr. Camsell's here, but the other lads couldn't make it.
No, as you say, Tony, he usually comes with me every week, but last week he was away. The other lads, one's in Thailand, and I think the other one's gone to Greece, I think.
And you're here at Romford in Essex, mate, exactly where you want to be.
Yeah, we're at Romford in the cold, but as I say, fingers crossed for a good one tonight, and hope all the dogs come off safe.
And finally, just like to ask you, how are Angela and Jimmy, of course?
Yeah, as I say, Angela and Jimmy, obviously everybody knows like Jimmy's health's not been too good, but yeah, he's doing all right. You know, he's doing as well as expected, and you know, just see what happens.
Lovely people. Hopefully they're watching. We wish them well, and we wish you well tonight as well, Ian. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, we wish the Kennel well there with their charging Kulavani Mercy in the Coral Romford Puppy Cup final. That'll be at 8:54. Now we head into Romford's 8:17. It is the Quicksilver final. This is a contest over the 575 metres, and in this contest you can see that YI Man is 6-4. In the heats, YI Man was the 4-7 favourite. There's a lot of expectation for YI Man. Let's have a look at the heat. Starting off with Fabulous Bling. YI Man was in trap 1 and 4-7 here.
Yeah, and Ninja Kerry was in trap 5 for qualifying spot in second as well. But Fabulous Bling got off to a really good start, a 13.51 sectional to get herself out in front. Let's say at this third bend, YI Man just was going to go for a run up on the inside there and was just forced to check in behind Fabulous Bling and kept her line and cut that bend, and which paid her favour because she goes on to win by 1.5 lengths. Ninja Kerry gets up for second, but Fabulous Bling is a 35.29. Her quickest recent time here, and YI Man is back in third.
Now, the second heat was a heat which involved Could Be a Star, and also in the race Maglass Brave and also Gutsy Jet. Here we go.
Yeah, it Could Be a Star, say recent stepping up to the 5.75, but clocked her fastest sectional here, 13.40, which was the quickest of the qualifying heats. And the quickest winning time of the 35.25 that she did here. But she wins by 3/4 of a length. She won an open race maiden here on the 8th of September. Then she finished last, missed her break and found all sorts of trouble, hit the rails, but was foot perfect on this occasion. Same Maglass Brave in trap 1, qualified in second, and Gutsy Jet running on strong for Kevin Boone in third.
And the betting is as it lies there. They can't all be on the squeeze in here for this contest. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 middle runners. And we've heard, sorry, not 4 middle, we've got 4 railers, a middle runner and a wide seat. They can't all be on the rails. And it looks as though Could Be a Star has the advantage here, on the draw anyway. YI Man. I sense YI Man's going to trap better this time around because it was YI Man's kind of, it was YI Man's, I know it's already had a trial, but it's a lot different scenario pacing up, and I think that YI Man's going to trap better. I'm just much happier that Could Be a Star is inside of it.
Yeah, I think he'll come on for that run. He's had the 35.01 in a trial, which is the fastest of the field, clocking that time. But in a solo trial, let's say, compared to 6-dog race, is a lot harder. We know he's a classy dog. Obviously, he was the Derby Plate winner on Derby final night, so a fantastic round and 6 wins from 15 starts. So really classy greyhound, but let's say it is just that draw that is my only concern, and we've seen with Could Be a Star what she can do early pace wise, and just may hold YI Man up. And we saw Fabulous Bling as well with that lovely early pace, and I just thought that's why maybe Ninja Kerry on the outside. It's big 4-1 now as well. Raced here last time out, hadn't been here since September 22, so may have freshened it up. Now it's had that look again at the track. As Belinda said in her interview as well, she being out in 6 she thinks will suit him better as well. A 35.41 last time out, but obviously he's a Derby finalist, a Sussex Cup winner in 22 as well. So no, he's a classy ground on the outside, and I just thought maybe on if 2, 3 and 4 all do break, and getting a little bit of trouble, Ninja Kerry is on the outside. We see how strong he was running on, and just if he can sit in a decent position early on, I think he's in with a chance. But I think it's a really good race.
Very good race. I think this could well be a 2-6 forecast. Certainly, I love the 2 and 6. Definitely the danger here, being the wide seed in the race. And Ninja Kerry's such a professional, great competition dog. He got to the Derby final, and he's just a wonder. Bruce. He's just a wonder, isn't he? Brindle Bruce. Any emails at all?
Yep, Mario Darley's been on, not Mario that messaged in about the Blue Cross. He says, hello to all, a great run by our Chop Chop Rainbow. Hopefully she will stay sound and keep running from the Mario. And then he's on there, not the one that previously emailed in the show. Yeah, obviously, I clocked that, I saw the name. But yeah, so yeah, it was a fantastic run. thought she ran really, really well. Hopefully she comes on for the run as well, and she comes off the track okay, and she's all okay next day, because that's how sometimes they can run well and it's the next day that may be a little bit sore. So hopefully all okay. Let's say she's had plenty of trials back now. So yeah, fingers crossed for Chop Chop Rainbow and Connections. It'll be fantastic when you can keep her sounding on the track.
Forgot to give you the sprint time for Not Bouquet. That was Dan Brabham's 2-dog. It was 13:37. That was the one that beat Chop Chop Rainbow. So 13:37, that was a good time.
Yeah.
And just to give you the gauge, they have been, the 575 races so far have been run within 3 spots of one another. 34.97 Drive on Lad did, 34.99 Valentino Show, and 35 Dead Bedrock Wilma. So that kind of gives you a guide when Miki sends through the time for this contest. So I like Could Be a Star for Martin Wiley, who's already visited the winner's podium with Bedrock Wilma. But we have, obviously, we've heard from Belinda Green about Bruce and a couple of other of her runners. Richard Rees, well, Charlie, has seen Drive on Lad when Charlie's there with Maglas Brave as these greyhounds. It's nice to see that it's dry.
Yeah,
at these tracks they've had and the restaurant seems as though it was really thriving.
Yeah, I think Friday at Romford obviously has always been a busy night there as well, and it's good to see they still keep getting the crowds in at the track, which is what you need to be doing.
Yeah, and a little bit of support there for Ninja Kerry. No surprise that with the draw that he has. Let's go to Miki.
Here on the move. Quicksilver final, 575 metres. Lids up and away. 6 was the first to show out the boxes, Ninja Kerry, but 3 pacing up here. YI Man, the favourite, goes round in front, being pursued by Could Be a Star off that second turn, and 3 YI Man on railing nicely as they go around bends 3 and 4. The favourite in command, 4 in second. Chasing hard, Fabulous Bling, 6 back in third, Ninja Kerry, but down the far side, YI Man still out in front here for Mark Wallace as they come round to the final bend. YI Man, Fabulous Bling won't give up in second, also Ninja Kerry. YI Man out in front, up towards the line, 4 good up. Fabulous Bling, 3 YI Man back in second. It was close.
Well, for a night for the last 3 years that has belonged to David Mullins. He'll want to watch this replay again and again and again. This is Fabulous Bling, a YI Man in a mighty tussle.
Yeah, I mean, Ninja Kerry broke really well and then just slightly stumbled after one stride out, which allowed them YI Man, showed lovely early pace up that first bend. Could Be a Star, didn't get a run up on the inside and was squeezed up there, as well as 1 and 5 out the back there. But Fabulous Bling, we saw him from the semi-finals last week in the heat, showed really nice early pace and led up Ninja Kerry and YI Man. And YI Man, we saw, was forced to check at the third bend when trying to come for a run, and Fabulous Bling held them on. But YI Man, I thought once was in front, was the winner. I thought that's Owners and Connections. I was fairly confident YI Man was going to be the winner. But Fabulous Bling off this final bend, now I can see YI Man just struggling a little bit coming home, and Fabulous Bling was sitting on his towel and comes up, and like I say, I think 4 just got up on the line. It was very close. Unfortunate for Connections if YI Man has got beat, but yeah, well done to Dave. Yeah, well done to Dave Mullins with Fabulous Bling.
34.94. 34.94 for Fabulous Bling. BYI Man and Ninja Kerry in the Quicksilver final. Now we're going over the 650 metres again. This is great for the Oxford Stadium stayers. Let's have a look at phase start. Matt Dartnell's Greyhound. We saw this last week, and goodness me, won well was an understatement. 40.20 was the time.
Yeah, this was a second run over the 650 metres. Let's say gets off to a really good start, say in 6 here, but the 2 box today, middle seed, but she handles the 6 box really well, showed lovely early pace of 15.22 and pulled herself well clear going down into the 3rd and 4th bend, and goes on to win easy by 5 lengths in a 40.20, clocking her fastest time. Let's say A1 over the 450 metres. 4 wins from 12 starts, and I think she handled the distance very, very well, and was a really impressive win. I think tonight's race may be a little bit tougher. Obviously, Forest Ruana in Trap 1, 650 metre winner back in August. Thought Mustang Dilemma was a good shout on the outside. It's got some nice early pace over this distance as well. One and S1's got the quickest 39.99 on the outside, but is very hit and miss at the boxes. So can either ping out or comes from behind. My Jersey Boy is a regular winner over the course and distance. One last time out. Beat Give Me the Good News. Obviously we saw just got picked up earlier on in the evening. A Mustang Diva, an emailer in. His was her best bet tonight. Won 2 runs ago, beating My Jersey Boy. But I was with Trap 2 Phase Star. I thought it was impressive, and I thought she can still come on from that run. So Phase Star for me.
You're with a Phase Star. I mean, it could be just a case of Kevin Hutton-itis. He's had 3 winners already. You could come in here with Forest Ruana. She's not had a win for a while, but she's been taking on some fair names. A 40.29, but it's so closely matched, these. Phase Star, devastating victory, was still 40.20. Mustang Diva's got a 40.07 on the cards. Sophia's Jet, well, that held on from Stefan's Jet recently, and I know I think I was behind the scenes and there was nap time here, there and everywhere. Naptastic for Stefan's Jet that time. My Jersey Boy, well, that form you just mentioned, that stands out, doesn't it? Give Me the Good News was run brilliantly earlier today. And Mustang Dilemma, this has got a 39.99, trumps everyone. Take that. So it's a really good contest. It's 650 metre contest for Oxford's 8.23. We've got still fantastic action to come. We've got the Mitch Millwood Marathon, so we head over the 750 metres. We still got the Coral Romford Puppy Cup itself. We've had Dave running loose everywhere, getting all the key interviews. We've even had an interview with Tony Collette. I didn't think there was ever going to be one unless I thought that
Dave on the case.
That was like trying to find a rare stamp or something. You know, getting an interview with Tony. He'll chuckle at that if he can hear me.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to the Mitch Millwood Marathon final. I think it looks like it's going to be a good race. The Bubbly Scorcher, Bubbly Inferno, both winning last time out, drawn next to each other for the final, which will be a good race.
And this one is sure to be. They're all in the traps, so let's go across to Steve Graham.
Hare's on its way, so the Hare's on its way then. More open race action over the longer trip coming up with Phase Star, Mustang Diva heading to market. Here comes the bunny. Away we go. 3 Mustang Diva showed good early pace with 4 on the outside. This is Survive Jet, and also on the inside Phase Star. Phase Star showed terrific early into the corner and now takes it up. Mustang Diva for us for Rosanna. Then we got 4 on the wide outside. Survive Jet, 5 and 6 struggling. A second to go, and Phase Star for Matt Dartnell is about 2 to 3 clear of Survive Jet in second. One's trying to get on the inside of Mustang Diva. Forest Ruana, 5 and 6 to the back, down into the penultimate bend. Phase Star, but look at 4. Survive Jet really rattling home on the outside, coming with a cracking run. Survive Jet coming to join Phase Star. Forest Rosanna's finishing well, but it's Survive Jet for Sharon Sabaton, who's out in front here. Survive Jet for the money, trying to hold on. Survive Jet gets there. Beats Forest Roana. Staying on back in third, Mustang Diva.
Oh dear, we've had so much exciting racing this evening, so many close finishes. Let's watch this one again. I think it's a well done to the Sharon Sabaton team with Sophia's Jet. This was an extraordinary run.
Yeah, it was a really good run, and as you said, won on the 2nd of September, beating Stefan's Jet at a big 6-1, a 40.15, clocking his fastest time there. But my selection, Phase Star for Matt Dartnell, didn't break particularly well, but showed really nice early pace to get herself around the first 2 bends in front, which was key. I thought she needed to lead. We saw how strong she was last week, but say a lot harder race today. So I would have called it Sophia's Jet. So Sophia's Jet in 4 was sitting in a good position for Sharon Sabaton. say won over course and distance as well, and actually held on that time, led all the way. So to show can do it from both ways, come from behind and was running on really strong. I say too, maybe just struggled a little bit. Forest Runner running on as well there shows that these were just a slightly stronger field coming home. So well done to Trap 4 and Sharon Sabaton and Connections, Mr. D. Toogood.
Yeah, lovely. 4, 1 and 3. What good racing we've had. Oh, it's been fantastic, hasn't it? And there's still top-class action to come, including the Mitch Millwood Marathon, which will follow after this break.
Betfred presents Check out our exclusive offers every day. Play in-store and online with Betfred.
The William Hill 5. Top tips for positive play. Don't chase losses. What are you doing? Know your limits. Get support if you need it. Take a break. Keep it fun. Find our safer gambling tools online or in shop.
It's the final straight. Your horse is challenging for the lead. Victory is so close you can taste it. This magnificent animal giving everything for his jockey. And in the last strides, your horse is beaten. Fortunately, with Coral, you'll get a free bet up to £10 if your horse finishes within a length of the winner. Available every day of the season. Coral.
Catch the best thoroughbred racing from South Africa alongside 15 live greyhound races at 11 o'clock every Tuesday, Thursday and Friday morning, live here on Sporty Stuff TV.
Well, what a race that was. Fabulous Bling winning the Quicksilver final. We spoke to Dave. Let's talk to Rianne. What a run that was. Gutsy.
Yeah, it was really gutsy. I mean, she didn't come out as well as she did last week. She pinged last week, but she just kept chasing hard. I wasn't sure whether she'd catch Wire Man, but she proved a little bit stronger than we thought.
And Champion Stakes starts next week. That's to be a big player.
Yeah, I reckon so. She's running out of her skin at the moment, so worth a chance with her.
Should we have a word with Dad?
Yeah.
Go on then. Dave, you must have thought, probably like the rest of us, that her best chance would be banging out and getting across.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, she wants the rails, but when Wire Man led, I was actually standing up there with Belinda, and she said, "You'll pick this up, won't you?" And I went, "Well, I don't know about that one." You know, but obviously she's a better judge than me. But no, it was a great performance. She's such a gutsy bitch. She's got a heart as big as a lion.
She's got pace as well, though.
Oh yeah, she's been a great servant for us. You know, she won a heat and final at Hove. She was in I think it was the Puppy Oaks final at Toast as well. She's been, you know, she is a gutsy bitch. She can run.
Said to Rianne, contender for the Champion Stakes. What's the team looking like?
Well, if you'd asked me 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't have had one in it. But now it looks like we've got 5 to enter. So, you know, we're quite hopeful actually. You know,
well, you've got a fair record in the big competitions here at Romford.
We've done okay. You know, we'll see how it progresses.
And nice to get one on the board, of course, for Dave, who's got more to come tonight.
Yes, it's nice to get one out of the way, and you know, it's been a tough year for us, really. You know, we had to, with the new dogs coming in and the old ones, you know, moving over. So it's been a bit of a transition.
Well, that was a thrilling race and a brilliant winner there. Very gutsy in game. Well done, Dave.
Thank you.
A transition period then for David Mullins, which suddenly now you see the kennel coming to fruition. And he mentioned he's got from 0 to 5 potential contenders for the Champions Stakes. Really excited about that. We now are heading into the Mitch Millwood Marathon Final. So I'll tell you what you do, we'll go back to Dave.
Welcome back to Romford. Of course, tonight is a big night, Romford Puppy Cup final, but it's also a big night because we remembered the much-missed Mitch Millwood, and the memorial race is the marathon before the Puppy Cup final, and two of Mitch's good friends join us here. Mick, of course, you enjoyed great success with Mitch as an owner, Millwood's master here, amongst others, and everyone's here in the restaurant remembering him tonight.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, he's a great guy. Miss him every time I miss him. We used to get phone calls, where we going, Monmore, Sheffield, anywhere. But yeah, brilliant. Absolutely missed the guy, totally.
And the expression is have dog will travel, and if it was his dog, he'd be travelling too.
Oh, mate, we go everywhere. I just get a phone call 8 o'clock in the morning, we're going to Sheffield tonight. Oh yeah, okay, fine. Brilliant. He's a great guy. Love these dogs, love his racing. Yeah.
And Steve, it's great that Romford and yourselves, I know, are involved in putting this on stage in every year now.
Yeah, well, it's 8 years next month since Mitch died, age 46, too young to go. Loved greyhound racing more than anyone I probably have ever met and known, and would travel the country to be in it. We took a decision as a group that we'd keep his name up there with a memorial race once a year. We nearly won it, with the Bubbly Club have nearly won it the last 2 years, finished runner-up both times. Tonight we're having 2 stabs at it with Bubbly Scorcher in Trap 2 and Bubbly Inferno in Trap 1. Both with chances, so we're just looking forward to the race and remembering Mitch.
And who's here tonight outside of you guys? Are the restaurants packed behind us?
We've got about 24 in the restaurant, but I know from the passes there's probably at least that again out on the track. So come the race, I think there'll be plenty cheering one of the Bubblies on to win. Don't know how many of them are going to go on the podium nowadays.
We'll get them all on. We'll get them all on.
We'll see. But first of all, you've got to win, and that's not easy. The way I see the race being run, I think the Trap 5 dog looks like a leader, and everyone knows how hard it is to come from behind at Romford. So our two have got to come from off the pace and hopefully show their stamina and bring it home.
Can't talk to you as well, Steve, without just getting an oversight. Team Bubbly, the Champagne Club, how are things and what are the plans?
Realistically, it's been a tough year. We've had a lot of injuries during the year and it's been hard to take. But fortunately, just at the moment, they're coming back to form, and we've had a good few winners this week, hopefully another one tonight. Not been doing too much business in the market at the moment, waiting till towards the end of the year and hoping to get a nice dog for next year's derby. But we're keeping our powder dry just short term.
Well, looking at the current market, I think you'll have to dig deep, Steve.
Well, that's why we've got a lot of members who are very supportive of the club, and if we need to, I think we've done it before, we'll do it again.
It's lovely to see you both here tonight, and we wish you well.
Thanks, David. Cheers. Thank you.
So a very important race this in the calendar, the Mitch Millwood Marathon. We see that the Champagne Club Syndicate had Bubbly Scorcher, the 8-13 favourite, and Bubbly Inferno. Also, let's give the shout-outs to Unprecedented, Anton's Maggie, Ted's Dexter, and Chosen Maggie. We'll be able to see their performances after the parade. I shouldn't think it's too long before they will be coming, because who do you fancy then in this contest, Donna?
I'm with Trap 2 Bubbly Scorcher, obviously short price favourite, but Regency finalist in behind Space Jet. Prior to being off, had been to Crayford as well over the 874 wins as well, 714. Let's say been coming back, but was a really good performance last time out. First run back in a 46.97, fastest of the field. Bubbly Inferno, obviously, because the draw is the only thing. Obviously, Bubbly Inferno running in Trap 1. Obviously being a middle runner, we've got the 4 middles and the 2 wides, and last week middle to wide comment from Bubbly Inferno, but I'm hopefully, if just Trap 2 did a 23.91, a clear run, I hopefully can get a bit of a clear run, but I think it's a really good race, but Bubbly Scorcher I think is classy enough dog to win this.
Let's start off with Bubbly Scorcher in the heats. Bubbly Scorcher was from Trap 4, Ted's Dexter was in Trap 5.
Yep, as you can see at trap 6, Benno's Elsie showed nice early pace, as did Ted's Dexter in 5. Trap 4 was Bubbly Scorcher, let's say, in trap 2 today. And the other qualifier was Anton's Maggie, who was in trap 3 on this occasion. And you can see doesn't have much early pace from Michelle Brown's out the back for most of the race at the field. But Bubbly Scorcher's passed Ted's Dexter and got himself in front, but goes on to win by 3 1/4 lengths. Ted's Dexter doesn't go away, he's sitting there all the time, but was a real, let's say, Bubbly Scorcher's first run back since August, and I thought it was a really good performance. And trap 1 and 6 obviously start to fade coming round in final 2 bends, which allows Anton's Maggie to run on strong to get up for 3rd place.
Let's take a look at Bubbly Inferno then, and she won her heat, beating Unprecedented and also Chosen Maggie.
Yep, Bubbly Inferno in trap 4 here, and let's say in the 1 box today, but Unprecedented in trap 5. Got off to a really good start for Bernie Doyle, showed nice early pace and took the lead early on. Say Bubbly Inferno found a little bit of trouble as well, wasn't all plain sailing and weaving himself through the field, but trap 3, Luna Jezebel, was showing nice middle pace, but as you can see, Bubbly Inferno now sitting in a good position and now starts to strike. 5, Unprecedented, just struggling a little bit, coming home, going towards them final 2 bends, and Bubbly Inferno just powers on and goes on to win easily by 5 lengths in a 47-16. 4 wins from 14 starts. Let's say again, another dog that's been off the card for a while, but had plenty of trials back. But let's say I just thought trap 2, Bubbly Scorcher, the 46.97 quickest time heat winner. As I say, been in Cat 1 finals, Regency finalist behind Spacejet, 6 wins from 21 starts, and we know stays 874 as well. So you just want a clear run. But like you got Ted Dexter, 6:30 winner at Monmore back in August, his last win. Been over the 7:10 as well at Perry Bar there. I thought run very well. Chosen Maggie in 6, Michelle Brown, obviously big price at 6-1, but won a 714 race at Crayford as well. Was in a heats and final there prior 2 weeks, won the heats and was beaten favourite in the final, finished 2nd on that occasion. Again, stays very strong. Anton's Maggie in trap 4 from Michelle Brown's other runner. Again, plenty of experience over the 714. Was just unfortunate, found a bit of trouble last time out. But I'll put it down to 1 and 2 for me. I think are the class 2 in the race. But I think Bubbly Scorcher is just you just want a clear run.
You do want a clear run with Bubbly Scorcher. Chosen Maggie, interestingly, at Crayford actually came into the heat at 4-5 favourite, and now she sees herself in the final. This box as well, Ted's Dexter. Ted's Dexter, look at that run behind from post to pillar, and also he was only 10s against Droopy's.
All locked away, they're being checked over, and the hare's on the move for the Mitch Millward Marathon Final. Race away. First to show was 5. That's Ted's Dexter showing pace. Going to clear 3 at the turn and races on. 6 on the outside, Chosen Maggie. And then 3, Unprecedented. Now we've got 2 making a move. Bubbly Scorcher, the odds-on favourite, has gone 3rd as we come round on the first lap. They'll pass the judge and do it all again and find out in front. Ted's Dexter, though, still on the bunny. Chasing Chosen Maggie. Bubbly Scorcher trying to get past 6. Chosen Maggie, who's a bit of a goalkeeper at the moment, and down the far side, Ted's Dexter still leads by 4 or 5 lengths. Trying to close in 2nd is Chosen Maggie and Bubbly Scorcher. Turn, Ted's Dexter will score 1 run on brilliantly to get 2nd. Bubbly Inferno. Back in 3rd was Chosen Maggie. Mitch Millward Marathon Final. Great race for a great bloke.
Well, it's a win for Nathan Hunt and Ted Dexter and the Trinity Greyhounds. Well done to Ted Dexter dog as we head into this Oxford Stadium Standard. 6-4 favourite King Memphis. And who do you like here, Donna?
Yeah, I thought this was a tough race, but I sided with King Memphis. Obviously, a decent trial here. 26.53, 2 trials ago on his first trial, and then a 26.61 winning again. He's got some nice early pace, some 3.88 sectional on both occasions. Again, been at the Produce Stakes at Swindon as well. You got Mixed Strikes, won its last 2 races for Richard Yates here as well. Open race of 26.91. Is Angie Kibbles, 26.50 fastest time, winning open race here. Won its last 4 races from 3 starts. Decent trials as well. Wins at Swindon. 10 wins from 27, Ivan Exile. Again, another classy performer from Matt Dartnell. Rooftop Ron, who the email were in, was his selection for today. In really good form. Robin Jury already had a winner this evening as well. And Coppice Tenzin, 9 wins from 15 starts, won its last 3 races here as well. 26.72, clocked its fastest time. So I think it's a race. If you run it 6 times, you'd get 6 different winners. But I'm going to side with King Memphis on the inside. Thought he's got a nice draw. If he can show that early pace that he has done in his trials, his 388 sectionals with the draw on the inside as well. I think King Memphis is purely on the draw. I'm going to go with trap 1.
I'm going with Eze, trap 3. Miki's sent in a message saying that Ted Dexter did 46.52. So thanks for that, Miki. That's flown round, isn't it?
That's what I was going to say.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's a very quick time.
It's very quick. The head to one side thinking, that's flying. Goodness me. Well done, thanks, Miki. And be a good gathering behind the podium there. King Memphis, though, here, 6-4 into evens. Hardly surprising to see their move there with the McNairs having King Capaldi earlier. But, of course, performance of the night so far is a dog that actually finished second, everyone. If you get a chance, watch the 6.17 at Oxford again. Longfellow was brilliant, yes, in victory, but Droopy's Crisp. We've even had messages about Droopy's Crisp subsequently. And many people are looking to the Cowley puppy collar maybe for Droopy's Crisp, and King Memphis add to the McNair tally here in this contest. Now odds on 10 to 11. It means that you could find value elsewhere because of the shortening on King Memphis. If you don't like that greyhound, of course that's a bad word, if you don't fancy it for this race, there's value elsewhere to be had. The Trap Challenge is getting very close, considering that 2 was the 5-4 favourite. The big challenge by the 4 box, that really has come in as a
I think it was quite a big price
massive
for as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, big price. So it shows you that it's just not as simple as the tally marks. If you think Trap 2s are going to win. The track now asking Oxford's Greyhounds to load the traps for this 8.43, which indeed they are. And the starters coming round to check them. Let's go across to Steve Graham for this 8.43 at Oxford.
Coco waves the flag, and the hare's on its way. So the bunny's on the move then for race number 9, with King Memphis has been well backed in the red jacket. Here comes the hare. Absolute crackerjack of a race, this one. Here comes the bunny. Oh, here we go. King Memphis got out okay, but Ivan Exile's hit the box, and here comes Mixed Strike. Ezzy's looking for room as well. As go on the first bend, who's going to get round in front? Then there's 4. Ivan Exile, who's on the bunny. Now, Ezzy's moved into second with 2. Mixed Strike, King Memphis struggling. Then we got 6 and 5, but down to the third bend. The old-timer, Ivan Exile, he's classy in front. Ezzy, though, will try and run him down with a big run. Mixed Strike back in third. Off the final bend, Ivan Exile's going to have to work hard here to hold on from Ezzy. Ezzy's strong coming home, and here he comes. Ezzy's won it from 4 in second. Close third, 2 and 1. Ezzy. What a ground he is, wins well.
Yeah, that's a 11th win for Eze, and another exciting finish. Ivan Exile really put the test up to Eze. It's a win for Angie Kibble, and here's your replay.
Yeah, let's say we said it was a tough race, and King Memphis just slightly missed it. Out of the boxes, and Ivan Exile showed that best early pace. Trap 2, Mixed Strike, showed nice early pace for Richard Yates as well. Let's say he's led and won his last 2 races. But the key was Ivan Exile just made that first bend to get himself around the first bend in front, but sitting in was an eye-catching run from Eze in 3. I thought Ivan Exile was the winner going down the back straight, but Eze just pulled away from Mixed Strike and was really powering home, coming round in final 2 bends, got up the inside of Ivan Exile, took that shorter route and powered on. Say ones that wins over the 4.63, the 4.76 and the 4.80 as well. So is a strong dog and went on to win comfortably. So yeah, well done to Angie Kibble and Connections.
Yeah, 3-4. Looks as though it's tight for third. We'll wait for the official result. I think it is 1. We owe you the replay of the Mitch Millwood Marathon final. A really exciting race. That one was 2 laps of the track, and here we go.
Yeah, obviously for Bubbly Scorch, the favourite, the 1 did just come over and just hit the 2 just out of the boxes there, but 2 still showed a decent enough early pace to get himself in a decent position early on. Ted Dexter did everything right from the boxes, showed that early pace, as Steve Lewin said in the VT, was that Ted Dexter was the likely leader. But Bubbly Scorcher had chosen Maggie in trap 6 in front of him the whole time, and every time he tried to make a run, Chosen Maggie just got in his way. Obviously, Chosen Maggie being wide, Bubbly Scorcher middle, but she tended to stay closer to the rail than he did. And like I say, he tried to get a run there, forced to check again round the final 2 bends, and Ted Dexter still out in front by going clear, going down this back straight, and then to watch out for Bubbly Inferno now, who now starts to run for Paul Young's other runner. And obviously by now trap 2 has tried a few attempts, and trap 1, Bubbly Inferno, I thought run very well to get as close as he did for how far behind he was. But yeah, well done, take nothing away from the winner for Ted Dexter, Nathan Hunt. I know Ray will be over the moon. He spoke about him, I was on the show with him a few weeks ago about Ted Dexter, so well done to everybody.
And 6. Let's go and join Dave with Winning Connections.
Well, the Mitch Millwood Marathon may have been over 750 metres, but away and gone was Ted Dexter. Come in, Ray. You've always got a lot to say. Yeah. You was very confident tonight. You've got the attire on as well, with your name, just in case you forget. Yeah. But that was impressive.
Yeah, it was a certainty. I couldn't believe last week how he got beat. When he led and the Bubbly Scorcher picked him up, well, you could knock me down with a feather. I said to Nathan, but he had me around it for 3 months. But, you know, he's class act. He's been beat a length and a half from pillar to post.
Desperate at Monmouth, wasn't he?
Desperate at Monmouth, but length and a half off pillar to post. Beat 2.5 lengths by Space Jet. He's dropping class for him tonight. I couldn't believe how he got beat last week. I really couldn't, honestly. You know, but Nathan said he hadn't been around since June, so we give him the benefit of the doubt. But I thought he'd get off the front tonight, and
he needed to do that, and he done it well.
He needed to get off the front, yeah. But he stays. We're going to pick him up. I mean, our Bubbly Scorcher picked him up last week. Could have knocked me down with a feather.
Who else have we got involved? Who have we got here? Here we go. Right, introduce you. Come to the front, my man. Introduce yourself.
I'm Lee.
This is very friendly.
Yeah, I know.
Who are you?
I'm a part owner of.
Excellent. Did you have a few quid on?
I did.
Good man.
But this makes up for the time before here when he led from pillar to post and got beat by Nighttime Danny by a nose. I've never been so sick. But this makes up 10 times.
Excellent.
10 times.
Who else is involved? Lawrence, come in, Lawrence. Lawrence, I'm sure you enjoyed that. 750 metres worth.
It's about time he won one. Last time he got beat at Shorthead in the last final. But yeah, no, he's a good dog. So.
And a nice dog to go to war with as well. You know, he can go to Monmouth, Romford.
Yeah, and he always gives his best, 100% all the time. So,
and it's lovely for Mitch.
I was going to come to you, Ray. Obviously, someone you knew, Mitch, as well, to win his race.
Lovely fella, yeah, known him for many years, and you know, I'm great. You know, I wanted, if I didn't win, I wanted a Bubbly one. So I was beat the last 2 years by the Bullet Dog who beat him the last couple of years. But yeah, he deserved this one. He's been running really, really well. I offered you a share of him, Dave. You remember?
Let's move on. We'll move on. Let's move on. Nathan, you did tell us a little bit earlier on you fancied Ted Dexter. And he did it right, away and gone.
Yeah, the cameraman's just gone.
Steady.
Yeah, he broke well. He always breaks well from those sort of traps, really. And yeah, you'd rather be out in front, catch me if you can. There's a bit of trouble in behind. I think the right dog probably followed him round to give him a chance, and that's what's happened. So yeah, he deserved a bit of luck, to be fair to him. Obviously, he was getting to get picked up in the Morris Newman final, but yeah, nice for the dog to win one anyway.
Nice to enjoy big nights, but we like to look forward as well. We got anything in mind for him?
Probably the Oxford competition of 650, obviously a shorter trip, probably suit him better than, this does stretch him, but yeah.
575?
We might pop him in just for the entry, yeah. I mean, he's going to get his draw being a wide runner, so we might put him in the Champion Stakes, but yeah, probably the main name would be the 650 comp at Oxford in December, so yeah. Yeah, but he's whatever distance really, he tries his best, and he always runs a game race, so you can't fault the dog really, so yeah, really pleased he's managed to win something.
They're a rowdy bunch. I do feel for you, Nathan, but well done. Enjoy it.
There's no harm in being a little bit rowdy and celebrating, is there? So our two finals have been won by Fabulous Bling and Ted's Dexter. Now we head into the Coral Romford Puppy Cup final. Let's have a look at our heats and how they got there. Starting off with Romeo Cypher for David Mullins.
Yeah, in the 5 box, and got the 5 box again today. Gets off to a really good start, a 3.74 sectional. Shows lovely early pace up to that first bend and just clears Bubbly Bombay, who was in trap 3, to that first corner. Always very vital in these puppy races, the Romford races as well, to get around that first bend in front. But was a really good performance, a 23.87, and Queen Dusty in 6 for Tony Collette runs on strong for second.
Let's have a look at Cooler Valley Mercy then, 8-15 for the final, and this is how she went in her heat.
Yeah, from the 5 box, obviously got the 2 box today. Didn't break particularly well, but really showed excellent pace up to that first bend and just cleared, and was very gutsy to cut that corner and get herself around the first bend in front. You see how much she'd opened up by the 3rd bend. Before there was trouble at that 3rd bend, she was already way clear. Clocked to 23.87, her quickest time is 23.60, and in second was trap 4 Romeo Crusade.
Let's see Jason Heath's Paradise Thunder, who I think has got a little bit of a squeak.
Yeah, from the 5 box, goes from 4 today. Again, nice early pace of 3.81, although can go quicker, did a 3.78 in the first round, but showed lovely early pace down the back 8. Fiora Marie in trap 2, qualifying in second for Katie O'Flaherty, but a 23.88 was Paradise Thunder, quickest time here, and his quickest time throughout the competition so far.
So there you go. What a fantastic lineup of 6 greyhounds, 6 pups we've got for you here in this Coral Romford Puppy Cup final. We're waiting for them to do their parade. Cooler Valley Mercy has gone into $8-15, back out again to 8-13. Are you with Cooler Valley Mercy?
I am. Obviously, the concern, we spoke about the draw. Dave obviously spoke to Ian about the draw, but I think she is just a class act. We see her from 5. That could have been dangerous. She showed nice early dash and she just roared and got herself to that first bend. So I think if you break well, you can run from any box. But I think she's really got that nice early pace. To say she won her last 2 starts, 4 wins from 8 as well. They've got the quickest 23.60 on the clock. So yeah, I am all for Call of Annie Mercy, but as we've seen in 2 finals so far, they've been big price winners. So take nothing away. You've got Romeo Crusade yet to win from first 2 starts so far for Dave Mullins. Feb 22, one of the youngest with Litter Comrade in trap 5 for Dave as well. And as we know, Dave's record is going for his 4th timer of winning the Puppy Cup. So he's always in with a good chance as well for Dave Firmager. And Romeo Cypher's 1-2 from 2 so far. So for a dog so young and 1-2 from 2, his sectionals 3.74, 3.75. If he gets out like that and Call of Annie Mercy misses it and doesn't get the room to run, I think Romeo Cypher is a big danger in trap 5.
They are on parade. Good luck to Fiora Marie. She's done her connections proud already in just 6 races, finding her way to this final. Never discount an outsider in any finals, as we've seen, as Donna's mentioned. We've had the favourites beaten in our 2 previous runs. We've got Cooler Valley Mercy here for Angela Harrison. Good luck to the Kennel and all the connections. Romeo Crusade, Dave Firmager and David Mullins for Romeo Crusade, who comes in here as a 16-1 chance. In the semi, finished second, beaten a fair way, but there was so much trouble behind Cooler Valley Mercy. Paradise Thunder, 8 wins from 19 for the Jason Heath and all the owners. What a thrill it is to own that. Romeo Cypher for Dave Firmager and Dave Mullins, as Donna said, 2 from 2. And Tony Collette. And the KSS Syndicate with Queen Dusty, who's had 6 races and she's finished in the first 2 in 5 of them. The Greyhounds now must be a little bit of the nerves, the good nerves going through.
Yeah, it's always, even if you're a big price, you never know what can happen. Even more nerves if you're favourite for the pressure. So yeah, every single one of them, of the paraders there, will be nervous, excited, and just that what if, like hopefully if you can just break, you never know.
So they are loading. Tony Bullen in the Racing Post went with Cooler Valley Mercy's TriCast with 2.54. Let's go to Miki.
Thanks, Vicky. Bunny on the spin. 2023 Coral Romford Puppy Cup final. Leads up and we race away. 5 the first to show. Romeo Cypher 3 pacing up though. Romeo Crusade, they go to the bend together. In behind is Coulivanny Mercy. Off the second turn and 3. Romeo Crusade leads. Coulivanny Mercy now out in the clear trying to chase down 3. Coulivanny Mercy the favourite in second as 3 still leads. Romeo Crusade, Coulivanny Mercy, they've raced on. Off the final bend. Romeo Crusade holds on. 2 second. Coulivanny Mercy. It's another one for Dave Mullins. 6 in all, 4 in a row, and has won the Romford Puppy Cup Final 2023. Romeo Crusade and Dave Firmager.
Fantastic final, real thriller. Well done to David Mullins, as you heard from Miki. Let's watch the replay all over again.
Well, if you're going to get your first win, why not make it a Cat 1 final? Like, yet to win throughout the competition and everything perfect. Little comrade Romeo Cypher showed better, broke better, but Romeo Crusade showed that better early pace. Coulivanny Mercy did get a little bit of trouble as well, run off, but take nothing away from her in defeat. I thought she ran a blind, let's say, didn't get the clear run to that first spin after she missed it, was forced wide as well, and was really come with a challenge. I thought if she's going to go up on the rails on this inside there, but she didn't. She chose to go on the outside, swung round, but Romeo Crusade was still pulling from and won comfortably in the end. So yeah, well done to Dave Mullins, Dave Firmager and Romeo Crusade and all the connections. To win 4 puppy cups on the trot is that takes some doing. So well done to Connections, really, really well done.
Yeah, that's a big mantelpiece, isn't it? And the Puppy Cup once more goes down the arterial road, down that A127. Let's go for a break.
Betfred presents Check out our exclusive offers every day. Play in-store and online with Betfred.
The William Hill 5. Top tips for positive play. Don't chase losses. What are you doing? Know your limits. Get support if you need it. Take a break. Keep it fun. Find our safer gambling tools online or in shop.
It's the final straight. Your horse is challenging for the lead. Victory is so close you can taste it. This magnificent animal giving everything for his jockey. And in the last strides, your horse is beaten. Fortunately, with Coral, you'll get a free bet up to £10 if your horse finishes within a length of the winner. Available every day of the season. Coral.
Well, at Oxford, they're no doubt heading to the traps. Let's have a look at Barley Lockett, this Matt Dartnell greyhound. Well, she was last seen last Friday.
Yep, from the 4 box, obviously in the 6 box today, but showed some really nice early pace to get herself around the first 2 bends in front. And as you see, is the one downside of her that does put me off her whenever I watch her is how wide she runs. She always loses so much ground on the bends, but she did a 15:31 sectional, which was quicker than the previous run. So been in season 19 weeks out of season now. She leads for most of the race, but Rancher's Tiger in trap 1 does get up and pick her up, and she gets beat 3/4 of a length on this occasion, clocking her fastest recent time of a 40:07. I think she'll come on for the run. But let's say it's just that she runs so wide, she just loses so much ground. But it was a decent race. Forest Rana was also in that race. Sweet Talker. I mean, Moments of Magic in this race. She's a fantastic bitch for Kevin Hutton. Always runs on really strong. So if she gets a clear run, she'll be picking up Barley Lockett. Rancher's Tigger's in this race as well. Ballymac Mags for Angie Kibble. And Copies Dillon 4 wins from 15 starts. But I am going to go with Barley Lockett. I just think, just had the 2 runs back. We see she led for most of the way. I think she'll come on for that run again. So I'm going to go one more chance, and I'm going to go with Barley Lockett in 6.
Now, of course, we saw that piece of VT. Rancher's Tigger, the actual winner, was in that VT, and that's in Trap 2 in this event. I like Moments of Magic here. It's been a Kevin Hutton evening at Oxford, and it's beat 59 last Friday. It was a good performance prior to that. Beat Copies Dillon. Don't really have to make any excuses for liking Moments of Magic in a contest like this, but it just gives you a guide of how wide open it is. It's 11-4 the field, Moments of Magic 11-4. Charity Shea at 3, Ballymac Mags is 130, and Barley Lockett 7-2. Really a wide open contest. There's someone running towards the traps with a walkie-talkie. That's always a worry. They're having to stare at the traps. They can't get the lids down.
Yeah.
There's an issue of the traps at Oxford. They can't get the lids down at the moment. They're having a good old look. And the mechanism, there's someone else running. Lots of running about and scurrying to see if they can get these trap lids down at Oxford for this 902. They are obviously, they've got some sort of issue, so there will be a slight delay for this 902 while they sort out the issue with the traps at Oxford. Many scurrying on and off the track. We've got a gentleman. We've got the email.
Yeah, I've got one. I'll read while we're here. Yeah, Kevin Goodchild's been on. He says, "Hi Tanya and Donna. I have 2 horse bets for Saturday. The 150 Ghostwriter and the 340 Eagles Way, both at Newmarket. Good luck. Thanks, Kevin."
Kevin, you're going in the Cambridgeshire. Good luck with that project. You're going with Eagles Way. So, that's Sir Mark Prescott. You can never go against Sir Mark. He's won the Cambridgeshire before. Drawn 24, you need to be drawn high in the Cambridgeshire. Luke Morris on board, and Eagles Way will be up there towards the front. Was up there at Sandown last time out, just got run out of it by Dual Identity. There's got lots of positives, so look out. And also with Eagles Way, Sir Mark Prescott will be appearing just briefly on Sunday's ITV show to talk about how to win the Arc, because he won it, of course, last year. They're talking of the Arc. There's a good lineup in the Arc. We've had 2 horses supplemented for €120,000. One of those being our St Ledger winner in Continuous, the other one being a German challenger called Fantastic Moon, trained by a real up-and-coming trainer in Germany called Sarah Steinberg, and this horse has won the German Derby. Will be suited to the ground drying out, and I think Fantastic Moon will put in a solid enough performance. And as an alternative, Jim Crowley, who could not buy a winner through August and September, has ridden 3 of his last 8 horses to victory. He will be aboard Hookham, who will be the first Arc runner for Owen Burrows. Those 2 then, and look at that. As magic and luck would have it, they have got the lids down. The problem is, do they come up?
I was thinking the same.
I can't help. You've got to say what you see.
Yeah.
What you see.
They come up. They've come up.
But now will they go down again? We will see. But fair play to them. They worked really hard there, really swiftly. They should be hydraulic. That is the issue. And oh dear. Oh, not the.
No. But
excellent for all your emails and horse selections. We love them all. We've got Van Dijk, Ghostwriter and Eagles Way. And for what it's worth in the Cambridgeshire, it is the last couple of runners for William Jarvis. And I like our Coob, with Kaya Fraser claiming 5 on board. It'll be up with, need to be up with the pace in the Cambridgeshire. So our Coob, number 22 in the Cambridgeshire. William Jarvis having his last runner in the race. Now, we've got still getting issues. Yeah, they've got some issues there. After this, we've got to be going to the 9:12 at Romford. That's coming up very quickly. We'll have the show through. Look at the trap challenge. 2, 3 and 4. 5 wins apiece in the trap challenge. And 2 was 5-4 favourite. And a couple of the shorties in 2.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they've had a few goes with the traps.
Yeah, so
let's see if they're going to go with it. We could have the shortest, one of the shortest 5 favourites in the Cambridgeshire tomorrow. We'll see. Moments of Magic, all that time with the traps, and Moments of Magic price has disappeared. 130 into 9-4. Thanks for all your tweets and your emails. We've loved them all.
Yeah,
don't forget.
Been a good night at Romford. Let's say favourites, 3 favourites beaten in the big finals, but been fantastic winners. And Dave Mullins had another fantastic night as well. But you were talking about the horses. See, I don't pick, not into the horses. That obviously I like going, but I don't know them that much. Do you find it's easier to pick winners in the horses because of jockeys and they don't run as often compared to dogs? Is there a big difference?
Some horses, exactly like dogs, some horses thrive on running and running and running, lots of runs.
Yeah.
And some horses will thrive, like Hookham, who you'll see in the Arc, won't have so many races. But then there probably isn't, like you'd find with dogs, there probably isn't enough races for the likes of him to run in, the conditions that he needs. And also he had a bad injury after he won one of his big races. They are now going behind. They are now loading. There's our Romford betting. And it's Betty's Jack at 5-2, 6-4. Nathan's best chance of the night, as he said. Hope Sharkey, 11-4. Bombay 0, 7 Aero Convey. Deanridge Skippy at 12, 6 Hollywood Lolita. That is the lineup for Romford. They are loading apparently at Oxford, and they've done well here to get them. The traps work well. I won't speak too soon.
As I say, let's touch wood. Hopefully, all goes okay.
Yeah, that's me being positive. They are going in. Well done to Oxford. Good race this. They've had a good night. We've seen some great greyhounds at both venues. I think that's some all in. Steve Graham will be our caller. Let's go across.
And Hez on his way. Hez on the way for race number 10. Rover 6 Bends. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. So the bunny's on the move, just slightly delayed by about 6 or so minutes. Here we go for race number 10. Away we go then. Pretty level break. 6 showed up. Barley Lockett on the outside. Here comes one on the inside. Charity Shea. And Charity Shea and Barley Lockett go around together. But Barley Lockett put the brakes on and really one had to check up there. But 6 is wide. So Charity Shea's got another chance. Then comes Coppice Dillon. 3, 4 and 2. Got a circuit to go here. Barley Lockett on the wide outside. He cuts in at the bends, then roams wide. We got Charity Shea. Still there with every chance. Coppice Dillon. 3 Ballymac Mags trying to stay on with Ranchford Tigger and Moments of Magic. But down into the penultimate bend is still anybody's. On the wide outside, Barley Lockett. On the inside, Charity Shea. 3 looks for room. Ballymac Mags, but won't get it. They come off the final bend. Ballymac Mags is finishing well. Barley Lockett's running wide. Barley Lockett, Ballymac Legs. Boost won it in 3. Ballymac Mags won it from Barley Lockett. I think 4 was 3rd. Good race.
Well, Ballymac Mags has won it over Barley Lockett. We've got to head, though, to Romford. We were told in an interview with Nathan Hunt that his best chance of the night was Hope Sharkey. Let's have a look at Hope Sharkey. This is from a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, the 15th of September, 2 runs ago from the 3 box. Gets off to a really good start. Trap 6, Moaning Gentile for Darren Whitten, shows a nice early pace as well. But Hope Sharkey turns in a decent enough position and really powers on down the back straight to take up the lead and goes on to win by 1 3/4 lengths. to beat Coolio Gold, who finished in trap 4 in second place, but clocked to 23.99 his quickest time so far. But 3 wins from 8 starts for Hope Sharkey. I'm not with trap 2, I'm going with trap 3, Bombay Zero. Cat 1 finalist behind Droopy's Clue earlier in the year. I think it did move, Hope Sharkey did move off slightly. Bombay Zero, sorry, moved off slightly from 1 last time. So I thought 3 box would be okay for him. Hope Sharkey, obviously, we saw from 3 did go up fairly straight, and I watched from 2 went up fairly straight as well. Betty's Jack's got some really nice early pace for Kevin Boone in trap 1. And I just thought if 2 and 1 come together slightly, Bombay Zero we saw running on really strong at Toaster over the 500. He clocked his fastest time 3 runs ago when he won, a 23.93. So I think if he just turns in a decent position, I think Bombay Zero is quick enough to pick them up. So I'm going to be with trap 3, Bombay Zero.
Yeah, I went with Betty's Jack here, but I fully endorse why the selection for yourself is Bombay Zero. It was 5-4 favourite only a couple of runs ago, and obliged 23.93 as well. That's motoring round. Just to say, Romeo Crusade flew round in 23.94 this evening to win the Coral Romford Puppy Cup final. And no doubt we'll be hearing shortly from David and connections on them claiming their 4th Puppy Cup final in a row. Yeah. 4th Puppy Cup final. As these grounds are lining up behind the traps then at Romford. Good lineup for this contest. Look at this. Hollywood Lolito, 7 wins from 29 starts. This one finished 3rd behind Hope Sharkey, which we saw. Deanridge Skippy has been to Yarmouth, and Alison Kelly Pilgrim. His charge has already won 4 races. Aero Convey for Paul Young. That's it. They are all in the boxes. Time for us to go to Miki.
Miki waves a flag. Hair on the move. Race 11. Grounds make great pets. They certainly do. Standard. Dash away. Winning the start was 4, Aero Convey, but 2 pacing up. Hope Sharkey's going to clear 1 and goes on. Hope Sharkey leads from Aero Convey on the outside. They've gone on from 1. Betty's Jack back in 3rd. Showing middle gears here. Aero Convey takes it up, goes a length clear, 2 lengths clear from Hope Sharkey. It's Aero Convey swinging off wide, straightening up nicely. Aero Convey, impressive. 2 second. That was Hope Sharkey. Bombay Zero back in 3rd.
Oh, that got the impressive endorsement from Miki. Let's watch it again. Aero Convey for Paul Young and the PCS Legal Syndicate.
Yeah, Hope Sharkey got off to a good start for Nathan Hunt, led Betty's Jack, which I thought was the key in the race. But Aero Convoy turned in a good position in 2nd. So he had the 1 win last time out from its 3rd start of his career. In October 21. I thought it was a really good performance, powered down the back straight. My selection, Bombay Zero, didn't get much of an early run, but was running on very strong, but left it too late. But yeah, well done to Aero Convoy and Paul Young. Say Hope Sharkey still fairly lightly race and more to come, but Aero Convoy I thought was a very impressive winner. So well done to Aero Convoy, Paul Young and the PCS Legal Syndicate.
There you go. We'll get the time from Miki. Oh, it's just come through. Look at Miki. 23.67. No wonder he said it was impressive. Now, as we saw, there was a delay at Oxford, so there's likely to be a delay to their next race at Oxford's 9.18. So what we'll try and do, we'll try and squeeze in the presentation for that Coral Puppy Cup final.
Well, another Romford Puppy Cup passes and another winner for the Brookside Kennels. Dave, still grinning from ear to ear. You have been since the end of that race, and that was some performance.
It was unbelievable, really. I mean, be honest, I'm gone. I'm absolutely gone. But all week we felt we needed to get Crusade out of the boxes to give Cypher a chance, and which is done. When they both cracked out, I thought, this is looking good. And then they done each other at the corner. I thought, oh no. And then they got loose, and I can't believe it.
No signs of stopping. I think there's signs of greenness on the running as well. Look like there's a lot more to come from this one.
I think there's a lot to come from the whole litter. I mean, they're a million miles from being where we want them, you know, where we expect them to get to. They're, you know, I just can't. I mean, I can't speak highly enough of the litter. I just, you know, we see them day in, day out, and when we look at them, I wouldn't even put them in at them. You know, they're nowhere near where we want them. You know, but they've done it, and thanks to Dave and Nicola, they've bred another fantastic litter, and you know, we owe them a great deal.
This will probably be the fourth time or fourth year in a row you've been asked this question, but it has to be asked of every Puppy Cup winner. It's 400 metres, they do the business. How far do they stay? You know, are you looking at the Derby next year?
At this stage, I don't think Crusade will be. I think Cypher will. And I definitely think Crossfire will. One or two of the bitches, but they're so young and inexperienced, and I mean, for me, it takes them 6 races to get race fit, and they're 3 races away from that. So we'll see. It's a long time.
It's emotional. Let's talk to the rest of the team. Rhiannon, you're clutching that check, which is rather lovely. You probably did, like your dad, fear the worst into the corner there, but rode the bump and done it well.
Yeah, he ran incredible. I mean, him and Cypher thought they were going to do each other, but he just came out in front and just kept running. Was a bit cautious of Mercy behind him, but yeah, he's run phenomenal. He's come on really well in this competition. Both of them have, so can't ask for anything better, really.
Well done, Julie. Here we are again, another promising youngster, and a few in the kennel by the sounds of it as well.
Yeah, they've been really nice litter. We've had, you know, like David said, they've got a lot to come yet. They're still young, they're only February's. You know, like I said, it's just a bit of a shock, really, because a lot of averages saying that you can't win it a 4th year in a row, but when they come away, I was sort of shouting Cypher, and then I suddenly realised that he was on the inside, and like, don't really matter which one wins. It's just nice to win it.
And you guys have handled many top dogs, top youngsters. You still get the buzz? I mean, the whole litter sound promising from Dave.
Oh yeah, you still get the buzz. I mean, you get the buzz anyway with any winners. I mean, we had a pup win the other day, his first race in A10 when we bred him, and it was just, that was a buzz as well, but it's nothing like, you know, everything's a buzz. A winner's always a buzz.
And I'm sure you'd echo Dave's thoughts, the owners and breeders, of course, Dave.
Got a lot of pups to look after, you know, hopefully more future champions.
And Kelly, we'll come to Kelly on the end. If you're attached to a Romford kennel, you want to win one of the 575s, you want to win the Golden Sprint, and you want to win this one, the Puppy Cup, right?
Of course you do, yeah, because this is the start of these dogs' careers, being these pups. So, I mean, it's lovely for the kennel to do 4. We wasn't expecting it. These pups look absolutely exceptional. From day one, the first day we trialled, I was gobsmacked with what they were doing around here for their first, as novices. I think it's only his 3rd race in his life, and he's gone and done this. So these could be absolutely exceptional pups. So I'm glad for David and Nicola, and I'm pleased that they keep sending us some of these nice dogs for us. So
let someone else have a go next year?
Hopefully not. No.
Well done, guys. Well done, Team Mullins. Another winner in the Puppy Cup.
Excellent scenes. Another winner, so 4 on the bounce for Mullins. Now, they're the scenes at Oxford at the moment. Their previous race was off about 6-7 minutes late. So just by inference that this one is delayed, the 9:18. We'll keep an eye. We'll see as quick as you do. So in this contest, this 9:18, I went with Sign It Otis. It's good to see Sign It Otis back. We last saw Sign It Otis in June. What do you like?
Yeah, obviously he's got some really nice early pace, and as you said, this is going to be his first race since June. 27:30 trial back with a 3:82 sectional, but I'm going to go with track 1, Ballydog and Gemma. 1-2 runs ago. Again, we saw that at the VT actually when Confidentiality finished 2nd. She clocked her fastest time there, 26:84. I thought she ran well enough against Mixed Strike last time out, who we saw as well again earlier on. Showed really nice early pace. I think she's well drawn on the inside of 1. Oi Joey is very hit and miss at the boxes, tends to miss it more often than not. So I thought had a little bit of chance to hopefully lead up on the inside.
Yeah, it's a nice contest. Yeah, I've got a tweet here which refers us back to the Coral Romford Puppy Cup. Thank you, Josh McCall. Coulivanny Mercy was very unlucky, slipped coming out and then forced to check at the first bend. Yeah, it was very unlucky indeed for Coulivanny Mercy, but surely in the notebook to go on and win plenty more races.
Yeah, then Stuart Bowden's been on. Hi ladies, great show, lovely touch, having £15 on Romeo Crusade at 43.4. He's got the screenshot below so we can see his winning bet, so well done. And then Fancy the Two Dog in the neck, sorry, that was Hope's Sharky was his nap of the night. Obviously, unfortunately, did get beat, but well done with Romeo Crusade. And I've also had Keith Montague's been on. Dear Tanya and Donna, great to see a friend of the show and regular Friday night remote guest Ray Bourne with Ted Dexter in winning the Mitch Millwood, and as always talked the dog up, and Nathan Hunt as well, and also a fellow Gooner today in Dave Mullins on a double in the Puppy Cup and Quicksilver finals. RPGTV, when they always go to a trainer's kennels, the strike rate is amazing, as we've now seen with Dave Mullins from Hobbs's visit, and also great to see Rob Catterson interview with Jennifer O'Donnell on creating history in Irish Derby with the Littermates winning 2 years in a row, and looking forward to his interviews tomorrow at Shelbourne Park. Tanya, I was distracted with my niece and did not get to hear your thoughts Hookham in the Arc on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, Hookham on Sunday. Yeah, and Fantastic Moon in the Arc on Sunday. Hookham and Fantastic Moon. I don't think we should underestimate the German sort of entry in that race. It's all been brought about by Toquitar Tasso winning a couple of years ago at a big price, and now they have come through and they've got some big challenges on Sunday, and it will be a hot day on Sunday. And also blessed by the fact that JK is going to be there. So try and spot him in that enormous crowd. 9:18 at Oxford. They are going to the boxes for this 9:18. So they've done fairly well. I think it was about 7 minutes late off. So for them to have really peeled it back to them getting to the traps right now, that is like great scenes for Oxford. And look, they're taking the about turn. It's almost as if they're going to get them straight in the traps here, and then we will be heading once again to Romford. And there's our Romford betting. Oh, look, there's the wonderful Savannah Lioness, 11-4. Chelms Vicky at 8, Sunnyside Amber at 8, 11-2, Mad for Sterling. Cornoff Barry, 10-11. We had the emailer Dan coming in. That's his nap of the night. Sorry, that was the tweet coming in. That was his nap of the night. So good luck to Dan. And Team News is at 6-1. That is the Romford penultimate race. The retired greyhound loves sofas, maiden stakes. They are now loading. Reminder, who did you select here, please, Donna?
I'm going with Trap 1, Ballydorgan Gemma.
And I went with Signist Otis. This is Oxford's final race of the evening. Big thank you to Oxford, and indeed a big thank you to commentator Steve Graham.
And the hare's on its way. So the hare's on its way then for our finale, race 11. Very open betting indeed, with 1 Ballydorgan Gemma and 4 Mustang Sam at top of the market at 5-2. Here comes the bunny. And away we go. Pretty level break, to be honest, into the first bend. Who's going to make it? It's going to be 3 Ackerman, I think, may go round in front, and does. So Ackerman is weaseled round in front. 6 had got hampered on the wide outside. 1 Ballydorgan Gem. A lot of trouble. 4, 5 and 2. But off the second is 3 Ackerman, who leads here. Angie Kibble's been in good form tonight. Ballydorgan Gemma in second. Then we got 4 Mustang Sam, but they come off the final bend. Ackerman still out in front. Ballydorgan Gemma's trying hard, though, as they drive towards the line. Ballydorgan Gemma to break his heart. Close. That's tight. Flash pass together, very, very tight indeed between the two of them. It's tight, 1 and 3. That is close.
Oh dear, that's another. I mean, we've had them all evening, haven't we? Let's have a look at the replay. Let's see if we can work out who has won this. Donna, your selection was the 1 Ballydorgan Gemma.
Yeah, she was actually, if she hasn't got there, she was very unlucky. If she'd gotten round on the rails around that final bend, say she broke well, but Ackerman showed better early pace to that first bend. So he didn't get a clear run either, Ackerman, just forced to to kind of turn sideways going into that first bend, but Ballydog and Gemma showed nice early pace going down that back straight. And let's say coming round the final 2 bends, I thought if she had tucked herself up on the inside of Ackerman, she would have gone on to win comfortably, but she didn't. She obviously had to switch to go round the outside, which made it more work, more ground to make up, but she was really battling back after the line. She was well clear, but let's say I think she just got there, but it was very close. Well,
very
that close. Yeah.
Very close. Let's head to Romford. Oh, the results there. 1, 3 and 4 for the 918 at Oxford. So, yes, well done, Donna. 1 is your winner, Ballydog and Gemma.
Yes, Hutton Adver, 4 wins.
Now, Savannah Lioness sadly took a tumble in the final of the Maiden Gold Cup. Let's have a look at Savannah Lioness in one of the heats, though.
Yeah, this was on the 10th of September. From the 1 box, say she got off to a nice start up on the inside there, that key to get round that first bend in front. Say only had the 5 races so far, and all of them being in open race company, but she really powered on and she went on to win by 6 3/4 lengths. So won really comfortably in a 33-32 at 10 low over the 550 metre distance. Look, you see she powers on coming home and won 3 races now from 5 starts. She's a really December 21 and real powerhouse, but unfortunately did get knocked over, as she said, was coming for a run and got knocked over on that last thing. My only concern with her for now is she hasn't had a trail back.
No.
And I do like to just see them after, but I mean, Coney Barry, obviously the favourite for Jason Heath, clocked his fastest time in a trial last time out, beating Cashin Eliza. It's got an A1 win at Hove before that, plenty of wins at Hove as well, 3 wins from 16 starts. And stepping up over to the 575 metre distance, the 35.03 is a decent time, but does come from behind. And I just thought Savannah Lioness, if she is all okay and breaks well and her confidence high, it's about confidence really. It's just will it have knocked her confidence? But she's got the draw. She's got Chelmsvicky on her outside, who having her 2nd race today, stepping up in distance, obviously been over the 400 in A1 so far as well. So I'm gonna side with Savannah Lioness and hope that her confidence is higher. She's got the 1 box and hopefully can show nice enough early pace to get herself round in front. So I'm going to be with the 1.
Yeah, Savannah Lioness, I'm with you with the 1. She was coming round to certainly be a major challenger in that. She was 4-9. And she was 4-5 when we saw that piece of footage, and we wish her well this evening. And into 9-4 she is now. Meantime, Coney Barry is eased out to 6-4. There's lots of support for Team News on the wide outside, and Team News has that run back on the 18th of August, went 2nd to Fabulous Sonique. Yeah. In a 35.47. So this is the penultimate race on what has been a fabulous evening at Romford as they load the traps here. Let's go. I think that's the last one in. Let's go to Miki.
Bunny on the spin. Dash away from the boxes. First to show was 1 on the inside, Savannah Lioness. 3 pacing up, Sunnyside Amber. But 1 goes round in front. Bit of crowding out the back, and it's 1 leading by a couple of lengths, Savannah Lioness. As they cross the line, they'll close up Team News. Around bends 3 and 4. Here goes the gamble, Team News. 1 just leading on the inside. It's 6 though now. Team News begins to assert. 1 Savannah Lioness back in 3rd, Sunnyside Amber. They're coming now to the final bend. Good tussle up front. 6 Team News. 1 on the inside, Savannah Lioness will break the heart of Team News. 4 back in 3rd. Mad for Sterling.
Well, Savannah Lioness, good to see her out and about, roaring home. She was coming with a run, wasn't she, at Henlow last time when she took that tumble, but look at her go tonight.
Yeah, she's let's say, a fantastic pup. Let's say still December 21, so still a youngster. This was her 6th race on the card, and as I said, the fall I would just worry. It's just confidence thing. you take confidence in the trainers that they know that she's fine, hence why he's put her in a race without a trial, but just the confidence that if she gets squeezed up a little bit, how will she handle it? And she had to handle it here with 6, with Team News, who got up on her outside, but she really battled back, going down the back straight, and she was brave. 29 kilos to a 35 kilo dog on her outside. She could have forced to check there and then final 2 bends. She didn't. She powered on and she went on and won comfortably. And I think she's a really lovely bitch. Now, 4 wins from 6 starts. So well done to Savannah Lioness and Frank Gray. I think she's definitely one to watch out for coming in there. I'm assuming she'll come back to Romford next week.
Yeah, she's lovely. Savannah Lioness. I'm looking as Miki. 35.21 for Miki sent through. 35.21. Thank you, Miki. For now, though, we're heading for a break.
Want betting on the horses to be anything but flat? With an app that impresses every time out. You're on. Want to watch live streaming of races in the UK, Ireland and around the globe? And get a chance to win even bigger with 3 Uniboosts every day on any horses you want. Unibet. You're on.
And here's today's favourite, number 4, First to Feel Rain. And you can see why, Gina.
He hasn't got the most attractive head, but he has an impressive turn of foot for his size.
He must be 20 hands at least. He has moved stables a lot.
Just loves the big occasion.
Feature at stud, Gina?
Not sure, Matt. Unlikely to be wanted for breeding. Worthy favourite, Matt?
Definitely the favourite, Gina.
Don't feel like a punter, feel like a favourite with great offers on the Paddy Power app.
The final stop of these championships.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary.
That's not bad at all.
We believe every sport should be epic.
Berlin.
So whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Have you heard the exciting news? Collectibles Guru is now here on Sporty Stuff TV with brand new shows every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Join me, Gary Ashburn, as I share with you my knowledge and passion of the incredible world of collectibles and memorabilia with amazing shows packed full of genuine signed treasures you won't want to miss. So make sure you tune in to Collectibles Guru every Sunday night at 10 p.m. only here on Sporty Stuff TV.
Welcome back to Romford. You join us near the entrance area, the grandstand, joined by Karen, the manager here. Karen, there's something going on here. Explain to us what is happening. People clad in green, something new happening.
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, everyone knows there's a rehoming crisis. So Romford and a team of volunteers who have been volunteers for rehoming centres for quite some time have got together, and we're going to beat this crisis. We're going to rehome our dogs at Romford. So tonight is a fundraising event. We've done a tombola. We haven't found out how much we've raised, but everyone's been really, really generous. And the whole event is led by Katie, who has actually taken a step forward and said, we're going to beat the rehoming crisis. Let's do it.
Right, well, let's talk to Katie then, who's come forward as the spokesperson. There's quite a lot going on in that bucket, which is a good sign. How have you been getting on, Katie?
We've been doing really well tonight, thanks. All the customers have been really generous here, and the staff at the track as well. They've all been taking part in our tombola that we've got here to raise funds for our new charity, Romford Retired Greyhounds. So this is a new charity that we conceived with the idea of it being to create a website and social media presence that is effectively a one-stop shop, which showcases all the Romford trainers and rehomers, so that we're showcasing more of the dogs that are at present waiting to move into rehoming kennels, and giving them some exposure online to try and drive up the homing rates, because obviously, as we know at the moment, rehoming has taken a bit of a dip right across the board. It's not just greyhounds, it's everywhere. Dogs Trust everywhere that have seen the slowdown. So it's really to just try and help boost the rehoming and the presence online, particularly for the Romford trainers.
You guys are here doing a brilliant job. What can the people at home do? Give us the website.
So it's romfordretiredgreyhounds.com.
Keep it simple, I like it.
It does it what it says on the tin. And if you go on there, you can see some of the dogs that our trainers have got waiting for their forever sofas. Go online, have a little look. There's some write-ups, and then get in touch with us if you see anything that you're interested in. You can contact us or the kennels directly. The contact numbers are all on there.
All comes to the track, I'm sure, as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And speaking of the track, Karen, what we got coming up here at Romford?
Oh, well, you know, we've got the Champion Stakes coming up. Lots of charity events. We're doing them every week. We've got a big event for the RGOA as well, so rehoming. As you know, every week we do something different. Involves all the customers. Once again, we've got a great turnout tonight. Probably, I think, about 800 people here tonight. So we're really pleased that everyone's turned up and supported a great evening of finals.
And the thing about Romford is it's a dog crowd. You know, it doesn't have to be the Puppy Cup final. It can just be a traditional run-of-the-mill Friday or Saturday night, and there'll be a good turnout.
Yeah, well, it's great value for money. Families come here, you know, and on average Saturday night we will have 150, 160 children. So lots of fun for everybody. So come along and join.
Keep up the good work, Karen. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic venue, Romford Greyhound Track, and Karen works tirelessly. And it was great to hear from Dave and the volunteers for the rehoming of the dogs at Romford. Now, from Monday, RPGTV will be resurrecting their feature of Retired Greyhound of the Week in association with the GBGB. So look out for that. Retired Greyhound of the Week. I really look forward to seeing the characters amongst those. Let's have a look at the Racing Post headlines. Just the one, and there you go. Droopy's Flight Line. Ready to soar for Gleeson. Yes, it's a time Greyhound Nutrition Juvenile derby, and it's been so good. And we had Ian Fortune on Wednesday in the Irish Focus. I think he leaned towards Droopy's Flight Line, and we've got a superb evening in store tomorrow. You'll have Rob Catterson, who will out-interview Dave Clark, no doubt, with all the characters that he will find. And Dave Clark worked awesomely throughout the evening, but it takes some to beat Rob Catterson. And what Rob Catterson does, I've noticed with all the emailers that have subsequently emailed in, you find that he's got a proven record for win-to-interview ratio. Everyone emails in to say, isn't he miraculous? It doesn't matter what price they are either. Yeah,
he happens to get the winners.
He happens to get the winners, or they run incredibly well. So looking forward to that then. We are heading into the 9:42, our final race of the evening. Oh my goodness me, how good was this run? I think we all thought the Mini Bullet had won the race when she hit the front in the Emperor's Final. Let's watch her again, because she trapped. And we thought, oh, this is it.
Yeah, it showed really nice early pace. She won the Puppy Oaks at this track as well. But when she's got Crafty Chavoo, Kennel Mate sitting on her outside, showed nice early pace around the first bend. Mini Bullet then battled back to get the lead going down the back straight. But Crafty Chavoo, we know how strong she bend. But Crafty Chavoo just showed her class and just pulled away. And went on to win. Mini Bullet finished third in the end, but really good performance. We've got Mini Bullet back in trap 1 today. At the track. I'm going to be with her. Obviously, she won here on the 18th of August, beating Bonville Jet, did a 35.08. Just got the quickest time off the field. She's a really class bitch, and I think this race, Droopy's Doghouse Dazzler in trap 1 wins his fair share of races, but I think compared to what she's been running up against of recent, I think this is a step back in class. As such, and I think she's got a good chance of leading. If she can crack out like she did there over this 575 metre distance in trap 1 as well. She's got the good draw.
She has a tremendous draw, hasn't she? Any emails?
I have. Paul Stevenson's been on. He said, good evening, Donna and the female. I bet Tanya hasn't been called the female since her days working with the late, great Big Mac. Oh, yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday I get called it regularly, I'm afraid, so that's no novelty. Yeah.
And he said, regarding the Arc on Sunday, I think the French will be keeping the prize money at home. My fancy is the unbeaten Bouveta. Would you pronounce that? Bouveta at around 3-1, second favourite. Bouvetier. Hope everyone has a great weekend. I'm not very good with my French.
Yes.
Hope everyone has a great weekend with lots of sporting events to get stuck into. We're Sport for Choice. Best regards, Paul in Newark.
Yeah, thanks very much, Paul. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the name I'm called all the time. It's not bad. Where it derived from, I don't mind at all. But yes, yes, it's quite amusing. But no, Mac is always sorely missed, and any weekend going. He used to love the Cambridgeshire weekend, and particularly we've had a selection for a Sir Mark Prescott runner, and those two are very good friends. So that's great, and he loves his greyhounds as well. So he would ordinarily have been watching RPGTV. He was a huge greyhound fan. Let's go to Romford and look at the trap challenge there. It is 6 wins apiece for 3 and 4. Trap 2 can tie. But if you see the price, it is unlikely. Mind you, we've had some big price winners this evening. What are you up to going over the next few days? The Kennel had lots of winners today at Crayford, didn't
we had a good day today. 4 or 5 winners in the end. You didn't see the final couple of runs, obviously being here. But yeah, we had a good day. We've only got 3 runners tomorrow in the Opens, and one in the graded race, Ritzy Flyer in the hurdle. But yeah, so quiet day tomorrow. Most of our runners actually run today. Friday tends to be our busiest day at the track. And then we've actually got a couple of runners at Central Park Sunday, obviously with the Kent Derby coming up there. Got some tough races, to be fair, the dogs that we've got there. But we've got Bolt of Wisdom, who was obviously in the Maiden Derby final. So he's up, I think he's up against Romeo Command, if I remember rightly. So yeah, it is a very tough race for him. But let's say just get a look at the track and see how he gets on. And got a couple of runners there. So hopefully we've got a chance with a couple in the Kent Derby, but that's always a tough competition, isn't it?
It is very tough. It is, and we'll keep you abreast of what's going on there, but we've already mentioned we've got lots going on tomorrow morning, though. It's not just tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning, you've got the leader of the Naps table on, Khan himself. He'll be on, covering Romford and Crayford, with Daryl. So Daryl and Khan will be doing the morning programme. No doubt, I think you should think Henry's on, Mr Hardwick. He'll be chatting football, and I think it might be Sam from William Hill. He'll be talking all things Cambridgeshire and Arc. I think it might be Sam. He'll be, and he loves his greyhounds, Sam. 10 to the dozen. He chats away. Mini Bullet then, 4 to 11 here. It's been a fantastic evening's racing. Congratulations to all the competitors, because you have made it what it is, a really enjoyable evening. They are going in for the final time. A massive thank you to Miki, sending through all the times and indeed calling the races. Let's go across to him now.
Cracking night here at Romford. Thanks to our starter, Vicky. Checks them over one more time. Thank you, Vicky. Lucky last, 575 metres. Good luck with your bets here in the final race of the evening. Lids up and we race away. First to show was 6 on the outside, Doghouse Dazzler, but look at the pace of Mini Bullet, and now the favourite will go round in front, leads by a couple of lengths. 2 is second, Deanridge 2-1. They're going to cross the line and round to bends 3 and 4, and the favourite on the bunny, Mini Bullet. 2, Deanridge 2-1, giving chase. Doghouse Dazzler back in third, but Mini Bullet pouring it on in front, down towards bend 5, leads by 3 lengths. Deanridge 2-1 has kept the gap to that distance, though, and off the final turn, though, Mini Bullet out in front. Mini Bullet and favourite backers go home happy. Running on well for second, Farney's Cooper, 2 back in third, Deanridge 2-1. A very good night to everyone at home, the viewers of RPGTV in the studio, Tanya and Donna. Ta-da!
Bye, Mickey. So, Mini Bullet signs off the night with a really superb performance, and this was deserved considering what she did in the final of the Empress Stakes.
Yeah, Doghouse Dazzler in 6 for Nathan Hunt broke better, but Mini Bullet, once she gets running, say we saw in that Empress final and the field that she was up against, that early pace that she showed there, she was bound to be showing it here over the 5.75, and she did that, just that. She had the draw as well in the one box. She got herself around the first bend in front, and once she was in front, was always going to be hard to pull back. But looking in behind, you've got, I say, Doghouse Dazzler unfortunately did go backwards. Dean Ridge 2-1 was stronger than Doghouse Dazzler coming around the final 2 bends. And to be fair, Dean Ridge 2-1 I thought run very well, considering hasn't won for quite some time, been big prices in running as well, and didn't let Mini Bullet pull away from him too far, considering she is such a classy bitch. But well done to MWD Partnership and Mark Wallace and Mini Bullet to sign off with a winner.
35.15. Thanks, Clarkey. We've seen the first 3 go across the line. Let's go to Clarkey for his final thoughts.
Well, that's a wrap here at Romford. Another big night, another Puppy Cup final, and another winner for trainer Dave Mullins and owner breeder Dave Firmage. Romeo Crusade doing the business, brave at the turn, gutsy, and more to come as well. Brilliant racing here tonight at Romford. Mitch Mill Marathon was a thriller as well. We'll see you next time.
Oh, Clarkey, that's been tremendous work. Trap Challenge, the 3 and the 4 box tied in that Trap Challenge, so some big prices there. Check with your bookmakers the T's and C's. Donna, it's been fantastic, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a good night. Let's say some big price winners, some shock winners, but all fantastic and well deserved. So yeah, well done to Connections, let's say, for Dave Mullins' 4-timer in a Puppy Cup's amazing.
Yeah, it's been an amazing night. Thanks so much for watching. Stay with us though, because at 10, it's the darts. Good night from us.
Racing Post Greyhound Television, brought to you in association with Bet365.com, Betfair, Betfred, Coral, Ladbrokes, Paddy Power, Unibet, and William Hill.
The final of the Time Greyhound Nutrition Juvenile Derby will be the feature at Shelbourne Park on Saturday night. And of course, the RPGTV cameras will be on site. Before we take a look at the final itself, let's take a look at how they got there. The opening semi-final, Balnakill Alf, a dog with blistering early speed, was the 4-5 favourite. 3-1, Trap 2, Highview Splash, and it was then 5-1, Deadly Jet and Miami King. Much was going to come down to the early stages. Balnakill Alf did get to the front, but he just couldn't quite get clear enough because Highview Splash is immensely talented, and once turning as close as he did, he was always going to take some containing.
Off and racing, good start by 2, Highview Splash and 5, Balnakill Alf into the bend, and Alf puts his foot to the floor, goes round in front from 2, Highview Splash. The pair bump back in third is 4, Jumpy Zelda, but out front in 5, Balnakill Alf is under pressure. There goes Highview Splash. He hits the front to the third bend from in second 4, Jumpy Zelda and 5, Balnakill Alf, but off the final turn, and Highview Splash has put this one to bed. Clear up the line, Highview Splash will score. 4, Jumpy Zelda second, and Balnakill Alf qualifying in third. The winning time 28.04. A brilliant run by Highview Splash.
On to the second semi-final, the even money favourite Droopy's Flightline. Again, much like Balnakill Alf, facing a tricky draw. Taking him on were the comrades Short Grip and Groucho's Duke. Short Grip edging off the fence in the early yards, really ending the hopes of Groucho's Duke, who indeed found further traffic problems on the third bend. But it was Droopy's Flightline on the outside. This fellow confirming himself as a real talent. He is so exceptional. Just watch this.
Racing, good start by 6. Droopy's Flight Line, 1 short grip, moves to the middle, but challenges up the inside. It's 6 though. Droopy's Flight Line takes the bend from 1 short grip and 3. Groucho's Duke, then comes 5 unmatched and 4. High View Treat, but up front and trap 6. Droopy's Flight Line remains clear. He's on by 3.5 lengths. 1 short grip will stay on. 3 Groucho's Duke, oh, clip from behind. His race is gone, but up front it's Droopy's Flight Line will score from short grip and 5 unmatched. They're your 3 finalists in the Juvenile Derby. The winning time 27.96. A brilliant run by Droopy's Flight Line from Michael Dunphy, Alice Coney and Robert Gleeson.
In a race with so much early speed, the trap draw was always going to be pivotal. You see that Balnakill Alf is the 7-4 favourite. One suspects that's due to liabilities because short grip is only going one direction in the early yards, and that's to her right. If she does bump Balnakill Alf, well, you can be absolutely certain it'll throw the race wide open. Droopy's Flight Line has shown that he can win from any trap. He may be an inside seed, but he won well in a semi-final in the stripes. And once again, you'd expect him to go up fast on the outside. High View Splash is exceptionally talented. He has pace from start to finish, but a trap 5 draw is a concern. In the middle, the 2 Flying Ladies, Droopy Zelda, and Unmatched. Of course, 3 ladies in the final. Short grip is another one representing the fairer sex. It really is a wonderful contest to look forward to. So much will depend on whether Balnakill Alf can get around short grip in the early yards without taking a bump. If he does, he could set a steering gallop. If he doesn't, I'd expect Droopy's Flight Line to come out on top. And that's where my selection will land. On Droopy's Flight Line on the outside, the son of Law Hill Blake and Droopy's Curio is bred to be special. And on Saturday night, he can show that he is.
My name's Kevin Hutton, a professional greyhound trainer for 13 years now. This is our kennels in Burford, Oxfordshire, where we train around 70 racing greyhounds. Our team are very important to us here. Obviously, it's a big team effort. We've a lot of dogs to care for. So there's myself as trainer, my fiancée Donna Witchells as assistant trainer. We've got Aidan Hills and Chloe full time with us, and we have a really good support of part-time staff that come in. Number one priority is always the welfare of the dogs here. The well-being, make sure they're healthy, happy, and content, and that's our main thing.
I mean, I feel like we treat them better than we treat ourselves most of the time. I feel like we spoil them, and that's exactly what they need.
I think there's a lot of skills going into being a trainer, especially working with animals. You obviously need to be very kind, very patient.
Remembering that you only really get out of it what you put in. It's the same with almost anything in life.
We get to the kennels for 7 o'clock. We put the boiler on to start cooking the meat and veg for the day, prepare the meat and the biscuit. Kennels always start at 7:30 on the dot, so every dog would go into the paddocks while the kennels are cleaned, waters are changed, beds are fluffed up.
So the beds here, we have like 4 or 5 duvets on each bed. They're comfy enough that I'd sleep in them. They all love them and cuddle up at night. It keeps them nice and warm. And I think it's lovely that they have duvets.
Every dog is walked, and then we will do the galloping. The dogs love to gallop, it's their favourite thing to do. And then for about 2 or 3 hours we start the grooming, injury treatments that might need doing. Feeding is a huge part of what we do. I believe it's the most important part of greyhound training, is to get the feed right. They get chicken breast every day, raw beef every day. We use a lot of fresh vegetables, so beetroot, banana, spring greens, cabbage, tomatoes. All goes into a nice soup every day, and it's something we take very seriously. Yeah, they get fresh eggs from the farm and honey as well, so you need to make sure you feed the right things to keep the dog healthy, and that certainly shows, you know, in their coats and their condition.
On a personal level, when you produce winning dogs and you've put in the effort, it's exactly what you do it for. It feels like the dog's rewarding you. It was an exceptional moment to win the derby with Dorota's Wildcat. I was extremely proud. It was a lot of work, let me tell you, but wow, didn't he ever deliver. You don't get any prouder than that. The most exciting thing I've ever done.
You build up such a bond with them, you know, they get to know you, you get to know them inside out. Greyhounds are the most loving animal. They're so loyal, so loving, they're so kind, and they're just wonderful dogs to work with. And yeah, really, it's special to have a nice bond with them.
At Lidl, we're big on fresh, with every apple hand-picked, measured for sweetness, tested for crunchiness, celebrated for Britishness. So, how'd you like them apples? Now that's big on quality, and always Lidl on price.
The Monopoly game is back at McDonald's. Peel on pack, then peel again in-app.
Popworks, they just work. Crunchy, that works. Puffy, that works too. Ooh, and tasty, now that really works. And never fried. Popworks, they just work.
The Sun's Who Cares Wins Awards. Congratulations to all our winners. Dedicated midwife Valentina, who provided vital care to newborn baby Gracie while her mother was in a coma. Incredible 9-year-old Harry, who's raised over £95,000 for children with rare genetic conditions in memory of his brother. Kind-hearted Steph, whose incredible charity helps struggling parents give their kids the best start in life. Extraordinary stories from extraordinary people. Thank you. The Sun's Who Cares Wins Awards.
When Tony passed, we wanted to celebrate him his way. All he ever spoke about was bite this, bite that. I'll never forget our first date. Huge grin on his face as he rode up on that big noisy thing. And that's exactly the way he'd want to be remembered.
At Co-op Funeral Care, we know everyone is different. That's why we offer funeral plans to funeral services that are personal, every step of the way.
Say hello to more possibilities. More family vibes. More party at Minds. More get home late. More fancy dates. More on the goes. More take it slows. More everydays. Made special days. Order more at hellofresh.co.uk.
A rare and beautiful tiger, trapped by vicious steel cables, slowly dying. Another victim of wildlife crime. Adopt a better future for tigers with WWF and help stop their painful deaths. We'll send you an exciting adoption pack with a cuddly toy. Call 0800 035 7100 or search WWF Tiger and adopt a tiger for just £3 a month. We must do all we can to keep them alive.
Evening, everyone. Welcome along to a Friday night at the darts here at the Modus Super Series, where by the end of the evening's play, we'll know the full six-player lineup for tomorrow evening's finals here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. Group B is at its halfway point, and this is what happened last night. John Brown got off to a golden start, beating Neil Duff. However, 3 further defeats sees him rooted to the bottom of the table. Richie Howson struggled in the first half of the night, but one win in the middle keeps him in the mix if he can reverse his fortunes this evening. Chris Quantock looked rock solid on the opening night. If he can attain another 4 points, he has every chance of making it through. It was a mixed bag in terms of results for Neil Duff. 2 wins, 2 defeats. When he's on, he's on. But the Duff man will be the first to admit he's still got one more level to unlock. But Jared Cole held the keys to the church. The king of the castle won all 4 matches and is a win away from qualification. Indeed, he is. Jared Cole, a win away from qualifying for tomorrow night. Someone who knows finals night very well in both a broadcasting and playing capacity. Very good evening to Chris Mason. And Friday night's an interesting night because we only know half the field so far. This is where kind of the finals night qualification motor really gets into action.
Yeah, and outside of Jared, really, we're not too sure about the other 2 players who are going to qualify. It would be an absolute disaster if Jared didn't qualify from this position. 1 4 out of 4, a little fortunate in a couple of games, but as they say, you make your own luck. And just needs the single win tonight and it's job done.
We'll talk about that group in a bit more detail in a couple of seconds' time. But let's break down the tournament bracket. You haven't been with us all week. This is what's happened so far. Group A was our centre of attention on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and that was won by the ultra-impressive American, Alex Spellman.
Yeah, super consistent, wasn't he? He was just rock solid throughout, dropping the one game, ironically, to tonight's table topper in Jared Cole, but outside of that one, he was the man to beat.
He most certainly was. As you can see there, Group C, Bradley Roos and John Worsley making their way through. And it was a dramatic afternoon. This is how the table limbered up in the end. Tom Sykes, the player at the top of the table overnight, finishing 4th. And Josh Richardson being picked at the post. He needed his dad to do him a favour. That didn't quite happen. I can imagine that the Uno game at Christmas isn't going to be fun now.
Yeah, I don't think the drive home this evening would have been particularly pleasant. But yeah, he was a bit unfortunate. He dropped games that possibly he could have won. Saying that, though, he did win 4 of his games, 4-3 today, but just couldn't get the job done in the end. But John Worsley was outstanding, I think, and punched in some big numbers. And when we calculate the numbers for tomorrow night, I'm sure his running averages will be right up there with the best of them, including Alex Spellman.
Most definitely. Right, so we're going to see them in action tomorrow evening, but our full focus tonight is on the action in Group B. This is how the table occupies itself at the halfway point. Jared Cole, word perfect so far. 4 games, 4 victories. Neil Duff, well, it was a mix and match evening, 2 wins, 2 defeats. But what we did see was when he reached the heights, he reached the heights.
Yeah, his A game looks very good this week. He's already had a couple of averages of 100 plus, including a weekly high of 103.66. He looks to be timing his run for his defence of the WDF Lakeside Trophy this year perfectly. And yeah, it's hard to see him not being in the mix tonight, but it's wide open. Every one of those players in there, obviously Jared Cole's going to qualify, but everybody else below him, they've got a shout.
Chris Quantock, would solid be the right word to describe him last night?
Yeah, a little bit erratic, but I don't think he's been playing a lot of darts of late, so that would have done him good last night to get a run out. We'll come back tonight a lot more confident, knows what to expect, and he knows the task at hand.
Well, let's see what the odds compilers think about tonight's action here at the Super Series. Now, outside of them three, Richie Hauser next in the betting at 16-1. And do we expect maybe a little bit more from Richie tonight?
Yeah, he's not gonna win. Well, I think it's very unlikely that he wins the group, but he'll be desperately disappointed in last night. Didn't get going and lost his 2 opening matches 4-0, 4-0. Got one back, and then in the end, really should have won that final match against Jared Cole. Had multiple darts to get it done. Couldn't quite get over the line in the end, but yeah, we know Richie. He will brush that off. He's got the perfect mentality for this sport. He will just come again tonight and just go again. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Right, it's time for my favourite part of the programme when Mace is up here on the balcony. It's time for the Bet Builder. And tonight, I have not let Mace see an advanced sight of this Bet Builder so he can cast his own opinions blind. It begins with the first match. Moves over to Neil Duff and the Player 180 markets against Jared Cole. And then Chris Quantock to get the better of John Brown. It's a treble that plays just over 3-1. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Where's the Spider-Man pyjamas tonight?
Yeah, this is, of course, a compilation of all the most popular bets on the exchanges. Yeah, I sort of get Cole to be Howson on the back of what happened yesterday and the fact that Jared will be full of beans. Duff versus Cole. Yeah, I like that one because I think it's got 6-7 legs in it, so there's every opportunity to hit a 180. Brown versus Quantock. Quantock to win at 4-9. I'm not sure about that one personally, but we'll see how it goes. And good luck if you've done that trouble or had a combination of those bets in your bets tonight. Good luck.
And it is 18+, begambleaware.org. Right, Chris is going to be a part of our commentary team this evening for all 10 of our live matches on Sporty Stuff TV and on the Super Series YouTube channel. And as he rightly mentions, Jared Cole and Richie Hausen is going to kick off the evening's worth of action. A win for Cole means that he's qualified with 9 games left to go in this Friday night session. Chris is going to see whether that's going to happen in the company of Laura Turner. Good evening, Laura.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you very much, Henry. Yes. Chris Hotfoot sit down from the balcony. Get to see these two just towing the oche for the first time tonight. And as Henry and Chris were saying, it was quite a tentative, slow start for Richie Hausen, and did pick it up, did find a win in the end yesterday. But we've always got big expectations when Richie Hausen takes to the oche, and but it was all this man there from Chandler's Ford. King of the castle, he was king of the church here yesterday and topping the table. Richie Hausen, the owl.
First leg, Jared, you through first.
Very impressive, especially on the World Seniors Tour. Made 3 finals this year, and pleased to say that Chris has made it back down from the balcony into the commentary box.
Yeah, I've got a special slide I go down. I'll let you 59. Into that secret when you've done a few more shifts.
I was going to say, my step count is massive when I work here.
Yeah, mine is on a double session day. It's about 5,000, and that's just commuting
60.
Back and forth to the house.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you consider that we do spend a good few hours sitting down in commentary at the same time,
yeah, you have to try and get some kind of movement in because it's a long time parked up. I was just about to say Richie will, well, he won't be smarting because he's not that kind of guy, but he certainly on reflection feel like he definitely should have been on 4 points by the end of the night because he had multiple darts to win this
43.
one.
Yeah, I caught up with him briefly as he arrived tonight, and he knows himself, he just couldn't really find anything in those first couple of matches, and he kind of brushed them aside and thought, well, I just wasn't good enough. But he felt that he was kind of good enough, well in the mix against Jared in the last match.
And that's with carrying a bit of an injury that was obvious last night. He was trying to get a bit of
79.
movement in the shoulder, and it was stiffening up on him. And we did pick up on it. There is quite a bit of movement in that shoulder. And he catches some big fish, so
60.
there's more stress on the shoulder. All the snooker he's playing, the painting.
The joinery.
Amazing he don't play golf.
57.
Yeah, but you know that, if he did pick this, picks golf or any other sport, he's going to be good at it.
Of course he is.
People say in darts,
45.
as with I'm sure a lot of other sports, but with darts, shoulder injuries, it just creates that additional tension in the arm, which just means you can't just throw freely.
No, you're waiting for that stabbing pain. It's the same. I had tennis elbow for years and years and years, and sort
60.
of managed it with either having it completely numbed up or hot and cold. But in the shoulder, it's one of those stabbing pains that you're waiting to arrive.
Makes the ace. Tennis elbow.
100.
Yeah, there you
Donna
go.
Ducal,
Well
120.
done. Look at you go. I'm not any good at tennis, by the way. I wish I was.
Game shot on the first leg. Jared Cole.
Jared Cole's good at the 120 out. In fact, he's had some big finishes this week. Had a 148 last night.
Second leg reaching
against
the
Richie
first.
Housen.
Game on. $43. $125. $100.
Yeah, similar start in terms of averages, at least for Housen
60.
in this match. That's what we saw last night. Possibly just needs that little warm up again on the stage, but hasn't got a lot of time if he's going to find a spot in the finals tomorrow.
Yeah, he averaged
134.
Averaged 80 for the night last night. 25% on the doubles, and that's nearly 9 points off of his
85
seasonal numbers. So it was a well below par in every metric. Where Jared averaged just over 88 for the night, 32% on his doubles, which is
118.
very tidy. And the reason why I said it's most likely for Neil Duff to qualify, his numbers last night were impressive. 90.63 for the night,
64.
31%
Richie
on doubles,
O'Connell,
13 from
106.
42. All-round game that's rock solid. That's going to get you in most Saturday nights out of a Group B.
66. Donna Ducal, 167.
Ooh, needed the 57 to start the combination. So many players now
97.
on those combinations, starting
Ducal, 40.
on the second treble first.
Yeah, we're a bit old school, aren't we? I just think you throw at the treble 20 so often, and
Game shot on the second leg.
it's
Richie
better there for
Housen.
Richie Housen as he levels it up at one apiece. And going back to what you were saying about Neil Duff, in the matches he
Third
did
leg
lose,
challenge
he
to throw first. Game
came a
on.
bit unstuck against John Brown in his opener, lost 4-2, and then also lost to Jared Cole, as did everyone else. But another
58.
one that Jared just pinched on that final leg. I say pinched, he did win it in 12 darts and in the deciding leg, but
Yeah, there was not a massive range in Neil's game. 83-84, then a 98-56, then an 84-88, and then bounces back up to a 95-27. Bang on, like you say, two sort
99.
of ordinary games or performances and two very good performances. Like I said, usually
134.
8 points is the goal on a Group B, and he's halfway there with 4 matches to play.
50.
Jared, of course, already on 8 points, and 1 win will mathematically guarantee him at least one of the top 3 positions.
100.
How often have we seen it when you're chasing down just the one game, just those, that's all you need to get through. Sometimes you lose your edge ever so slightly because you're not focused on the attack and the big picture.
It took me 3 attempts.
Oh, case in point there then, Chris.
It is your mentality completely changes.
99.
It is weird.
$83. Richard Carr, 108.
Oh, Howson's got 6 from here. So 21 leaves 87. So treble 17.
56.
Nearly tied it up, but we'll come back for 52.
$100. Richard Carr, 52.
Yeah, shake of the head there, misses the single number, but corrects himself. So double 16.
20.
How
Richard Carr, 82.
will that be? He's already taken out 120. Oh, now that's awkward now because he needs a treble. Doesn't get one.
46. Richard Carr, 32. Game shot on the third leg. Richie Housen.
Just slides it over the top, finds the target, and that's a breaker throw for Richie Housen. This is definitely an improvement on his opener last night.
Fourth leg, Richie to throw
2-1
first.
up on the
Game on.
table, top of Jared Cole.
Yeah, maybe getting a bit more fortunate this evening.
$100. $81.
This is where, when you're throwing second in the match, Richie's found the break that he needs if he's going to win.
140.
Key is to hold on to the throw, the leg after. So often we see a break and then...
That's what they say in tennis, isn't it? A break's not a break unless you hold.
Yeah. And it, exactly the same here in darts.
And they're both in, yeah.
180.
His first max.
$77. Richie Carr, 81.
Do you know what, Laura? I think that's his first max of the... Oh, no.
40.
No.
No,
he didn't hit a 180 all session until the final game.
Maybe he's just saving them all for
Yeah.
Jared.
Yeah.
94. Richie Carr, 41.
He hit 2 in that defeat to Jared last night. 4-3. An opportunity here to pull clear.
9. Donna Carr, 149.
We've seen some big checkouts from Jared. This one's not going to go. So Housen back for 32.
52.
Stretch his lead.
Richie Carr,
3-1.
32. Game shot on the fourth leg. Richie Housen.
Yeah, well taken double there for 3-1 to Richie Housen.
Fifth leg, Jared to throw first. Game on. $180.
That familiar cry from referee Paul Hinks. 180 with this one going the way of Jared Cole.
60. 57.
He's made reference to his plan of hitting a 180, then 3 treble 19s and 3 bullseyes.
I'd be happy with a traditional 9, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
140.
Any 9. Talking of 9s, Michael Van Gerwen had one today, didn't he, against Chris
100.
Dobie? But congratulations to
124.
Gary Anderson, who won today's Players' Championship. He has had an outstanding couple of days.
92.
Another player looking to peak at exactly the right time.
Yeah, he looked wonderful, didn't he, all week? And you did call it. You thought it would be almost a crime if he didn't walk away with a title from this week.
He was just playing at such a
140.
such a high level.
32.
Slight adjustment there for double 8, but now across for double 4.
Game shot on the 5th leg. Jared Cole.
Yeah, and a holder throw there for Jared Cole. But Richie Howson in a good position if he can maintain the scoring power that we've seen from him so far.
First, game on.
Good. Open up the night with a win.
Yeah, both had a sort of couple of spells across the 5 legs played so far.
87.
It's a must-win game, this one for Richie Howson. And I say that because
135.
I expect Jared Cole to cause at least 2 out of the other 3, or 2 of the 3 players' trouble tonight. I expect him. It's going to pick up at least 2 wins tonight, you would think.
140.
If that's the case, he's going to do a bit of damage for Richie.
Yeah, indeed.
59.
It's a bit early for my brain to start engaging on all the permutations, but I'm sure as we get to the business end of the night that the table's going to twist and turn. We saw it this afternoon.
Oh, that was incredible, wasn't it, how that played out? Only one of the 2 who were outstanding yesterday, who topped the table,
99.
were, well, only saw one of them in John Worsley actually get it done, because Bradley Roos won 5 out of 5 today. And fair play to him. It was a wonderful interview
60.
at the end. He was, well, he couldn't have been happier, which is lovely to see.
Yeah, rightly so. And John Worsley, who finished second, started second in the
55.
day, but went right
Richard
down
Carl
to it.
Ward,
Had to win that very
130.
last game, otherwise it would have been a completely different outcome.
And didn't he do it well with a 100+ average? Single 20. Ooh, Richie chased the treble.
76. Jared Cole 153.
Yeah, I think that was a miscount. He had 77 left, didn't he?
46. Richard Cole
No, he had
54.
67. What did he have left? Yeah, 67.
Game shot and the
Oh,
match.
it's in.
Richie
I'm
Howson.
not sure if that was under the bottom wire or above it. It was above it, confirmed by referee Paul Hinks. And, well, the perfect start to the night for Richie Howson. And that defeat to Jared Cole last night when he had match starts, I hope it doesn't come back to burn him. But the perfect start for Richie Howson. Decent average, 86.07. Not far off of his seasonal numbers. 4 from 9 on the doubles, 44%. When we come back, Chris Quantock takes on Neil Duff.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary. Every month we have over 20,000 boosts. Every day we power up the odds on hundreds of bets with Bet Boost. We give you the option to increase your winnings with our incredible winnings boost. And just when you think you can't get better odds, we unleash Super Boost. Check out our boosts and find out why. It's never ordinary at Bet365.
Welcome back to RPGTV. 5 shops, 5 different supermarkets, but which one is the cheapest? Let's be honest, if it wasn't us, we wouldn't be doing this. Colour me surprised! Aldi's the answer! Going anywhere else is just pointless.
Say hello to more possibilities, more family vibes, more party at Minds, more get home late, more fancy dates, more everydays, made special days. Order more at hellofresh.co.uk.
Get indoor ready with PlusNet's best ever broadband. Full fibre from only $24.99 a month, with award-winning customer service and a Which Best Buy endorsed hub. And there's not an activation fee in sight. That's a plus. A whole lot of them. Search PlusNet Fibre now. And don't hang about. Offer ends 4th of October. Come on.
Kenny would never compromise on Cushell's irresistible cushiony softness, and neither would we. In fact, we've packed in even more of it across the range. So if they seem to be lasting really ludicrously longer, it's because they are. Try Cushell ludicrously longer lasting rolls.
Heard about Magpie, the vegan pie shop? One day, one of the owners is like, this business hasn't reached its potential. And the other one's like, we need a bigger piece of the pie. Let's get an online shop with GoDaddy. Look, we can easily build an online store and sell to more customers. It's as easy as, what's the word? Pie. It's so good that now everyone's like, wait, no meat. Up the vegan. Take the next step on your business journey with GoDaddy.
I can look at 12 horses and the form all at once. Come on. The app is my paddock.
Once the race starts, we don't bother with cheers in our house.
When the race is on, I try to remain calm.
If it's possible to love a four-legged beast and a wee tiny man sitting on top of it, then I love you!
Boost your racing odds at ladbrokes.com.
And a very warm welcome back to the Motor Super Series, where we completed our first game of the evening session, and it has seen Richie Howson in the winner's enclosure getting the better of Jared Cole by 4 legs to 2, inflicting a first defeat in Group B upon Jared Cole. It's easy for me to say this early on in the night. Got a long evening ahead of me here now. Right, let's get into our next match now. It sees Chris Quantock and Neil Duff co-toto. Now, similar mixed match first nights as far as this pair is concerned. Both picking up a couple of wins from their evening. Neil Duff, weekly winner last time he was here at the Super Series, and I caught up with him early on this evening. Neil, mixed bag in terms of results last night. How would you assess your performances?
Pretty much the same as I did with Group A. I feel like I'm playing really good darts. Just wee stupid visits to the board, and it's costing me games. I kind of sat and had a think about it today. I kind of felt like I'm not getting away with anything. I'm being punished every time. If I make a mistake, I'm being punished for it straight away. As I say, my scoring's there. I felt I was kind of unlucky. First match yesterday, doubles on the wire. 9 times out of 10 they're going to go. They just don't go. So yeah, it's up to me to correct that there and get the job done tonight. So I'm here tomorrow.
Going into tonight, if you play towards the levels we saw, especially at points in the middle of last night, do you feel like you'll give yourself every opportunity to get through?
Yeah, absolutely. I should have. In my opinion, I should have beat Jared. I let the game get away with me with young John Brown, but I feel like I should have beat Jared. Obviously, he took his chances. He's playing good stuff. I think it's a really good standard of a group, and I'm going to have to just do my very best tonight to get through until tomorrow.
We wish you all the very best tonight, Neil. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Interesting insight from Neil Duff. He analyses the game and his own game very well, and he's, well, pretty much a veteran now of this format. He'd be more than aware that minimum requirement tonight is to pick up 2 wins. And he has been playing some very good stuff this week. Has had a couple of off games, but that's pretty normal. But this is, you want to make the kind of start Rehoming has made. And we could well see it come down to Jared Neal and Rehoming. Of course, John Brown and Chris Quantock will have something to say about that. I think John Brown was a...
First leg,
Neil was saying he felt a bit unfortunate last night. I'm pretty sure John Brown would be
Game on.
Feeling the same.
Yeah, well, every outcome's still possible at the moment.
Yep. Especially with Jared losing that opening game.
121.
Yeah, Chris, arguably...
60.
I think he would say it himself. Probably hasn't played as much. Bit of a slow start yesterday. 4-2 loss to Jared Cole in his opening
58.
match, the opening match. Did get a 4-0 win then over Rehoming, but only mastering a 72 average in that win. So,
And he only averaged 83 for the night.
60.
I expect him to be far superior than that. Okay on the doubles, 30%, which is sort of okay.
58.
Especially over the course of the night. But he's certainly got another gear in there. He's a better player than an 83.
100. $80.
of course, Chris Quantock will be featuring in the ADC belt match tomorrow, the Yorkshire and Humberside belt against Tom Sykes, who we saw crash out of Group C.
Yeah, the overnight leader of Group C. Failed to finish in the top 2, but it was a very, very competitive group. The star of that group
121.
today, in terms of results, if not numbers, was Bradley Roos. But in terms of out-and-out numbers, John Worsley was a different gravy.
123. Chris Car 63.
Just produced it when he needed to, didn't he, John?
And big numbers as well.
Yeah, and let us into a little secret.
43.
That we've got some
118.
Womblettes coming to support him tomorrow night.
Looking forward to that. And they're going to be in fancy dress.
$98.
Although, in
Chris
fairness,
Car
they've
20.
only had 24 hours notice, so maybe
Getting
just a
shot on the
couple of
first flag.
Womblet
Chris
signs.
Quantock.
Yeah. Full on Orinoco and Madame Cheret. And the fact that I remember Womble's names.
Well, you don't live far
Second
from
leg,
there,
Neil
do you?
Not too
first.
far.
Game on.
He could come along as Great Uncle Bulgaria, couldn't you, Chris?
Thanks for that.
100. $100.
They say you're only as old as you feel, and well, at the moment, Uncle Bulgaria would have been about right, I think.
55.
Did have an outside chance on the back of the 118 finish to break throw in leg 1, and now he's just got to be a bit careful he doesn't slip up
60.
here with the darts in leg 2.
Yeah, you're right. Quantock's just got himself into a position where he can really forge ahead and
140.
create the opportunity to break the duff throw.
Well, he's, to be honest, he's sort of going under the radar, isn't he, a little bit, Chris Quantock? Something we certainly couldn't say about Tom Sykes.
134. Chris Car 127.
Coming into it, I guess we could for day 1 at least, but definitely not today. There was a massive target. Everyone knew what to expect.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Yeah, going under the
43.
radar today was
Neil Car 152.
like driving an Arctic lorry down a country lane. No one's going to miss it.
116.
Yeah,
Crystal
very
Car
good
84.
setup play, but chance here for Chris. And can't find the treble, so Neil Duff back for 36.
52. Neil the Car 36.
Yeah, just a hold. I was just about to
27.
say, that switch is
Crystal Car
just
32.
horrible.
Yeah, whereas the breakdown
He's
here
shot
is
on the second leg.
much more
Chris
natural,
Quantock.
and Chris Quantock finds that adjustment and pins 88.
Yeah, it's on a very similar line. It's more
like
of
Chris to throw
the weight
first,
of
game
throw
on.
after dart one. When you go inside, you've got the line worked out. It's just about getting the feel for the length.
40.
Funny
60.
even though, even when I'm not trying to be. But Neil will beginning to, especially after last
78.
night, you start to. Well, maybe it won't, but if it was, I'll speak from my experience. I'd be thinking, oh, it's just not my night, is it? It's just not my group, not my week. Because he was arguably outside of
100.
Alex Spellman, one of the best players in Group A.
Yeah, producing big averages at times, but consistent
98.
as well.
Well, his range, unlike Spellman, whose range was sort of 18 or so points, Neil's went from a high of 103.66 to the odd one in the 70s. And that's a big old range.
140.
Always my advice to players coming through. Just try and narrow that range down.
$135. Crystal Car 145.
Yeah, I wonder how important that visit there is going to be for Neil Duff, because he will come back for 71 and find one of the breaker throws he's going to need if he's going to win.
71.
It's been pressured though with that final dart treble 19. He's going to get one. No, he's not. Well, he's going to get a one. But he's not going to get one dart at
Crystal Car
tops.
48.